We're live!
Disgusting.
What's up? Yeah.
Hey, can you send the link?
Yes, absolutely. Right
Thanks.
about now. We have 0 likes, guys. What's going on?
Oh, because
It's
we just
because
started.
no one likes it.
So funny.
Yeah, well, SoFlo Antonio. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Sideboard chat. We are the fellow Power Bottoms. My name is AlphaWookiee. I'm the creator of Horizon TCG. That's Sin Mango. That's Slothe.
Hello.
And that's Mozzarella Steaks. And today we're going to be
Actually,
kicking off
Mozz.
We're going to be kicking off this train wreck. You guys ready?
It's not going to be a train wreck this time, I promise, guys.
No,
I will
It'll be
make it
more of
very
a trade
enter-
wreck than Horizon
will-
TCG.
Exactly. Our
All
goal
right.
is to be better than Horizon TCG, which honestly isn't much of a...
It's not
hard
actually
thing
a
to
hard thing to
accomplish.
do. And I'm glad that you guys are you're on board for being better than Horizon TCG.
Horizon TCG is garbage, by the way, everyone. You
I don't-
should
Horizon
check it out.
TCG
To be
is
better.
garbage, but
I
it is
just
better
am
than
better.
Like literally, I don't know. I was gonna add something.
I'm not a practicing Jew because I perfected it. But let's continue.
Okay, so
Yeah. So
we
we're
were
going to actually talk about trading card games this time.
maybe.
No.
Do you guys want to?
Yeah,
No,
I
not
guess.
really.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey, do you guys remember that show Mucha Lucha? It's pretty cool.
I do. Do you guys want to talk about Mucha Lucha?
Bro, my favorite character was the Flea.
We ate
Where's this flea?
so much garbage on the HTCG community for like taking 3 hours to get around to the point of the podcast, and apparently for talking about the KKK.
Wait, did we
It
really
was a
get
Magic
garbage for
Gathering.
talking about
We were
the
getting
KKK?
garbage on the HTCG for talking about the KKK, and
Who says-
the
wait, who
ironic
said that?
part is we were on topic. We were
The one time
on
we were on
topic.
topic. It
So they were like women. They
We got
sort
shit
of,
for it.
Excuse
I
me?
didn't even
around
see it.
I honestly
Wait,
don't
hold
expect
on,
anyone to
where-
have seen the last podcast. So there was a card called, well, there is a card called Invoke Prejudice in Magic the Gathering,
Yeah,
and it has members of the KKK. on
yeah.
it.
Literally, we were talking about a card for
But we're
mana
not gonna
cost.
talk about it this time.
Yeah, we're not going to talk
because-
about it this time
But it's
because
there. It's there.
Where are the people talking crap about us? I
oh,
can't
it's just going to the podcast section. That's where I posted it, and people are like, "Are you guys going to talk about TCG?"
Are you guys
Oh.
I
actually
am
going
not
to
seeing these
talk?
messages.
Yeah,
Oh yeah. That I was gonna say.
guys, we did it. We're
We did it.
we're the outcasts.
That's
We
We're
were
the
already
outcasts
the
of the
outcasts, though.
community.
We
So-
already were, though.
Even though we're I feel like all 4 of us are kind of like the people that we get on everybody's nerves. So we're like the least we're like the least
We're-
qualified to make this podcast.
But the most qualified to make this podcast at the same time.
Technically. So
Technically.
Because I mean, hey man, I know
It's
I'm
my
a pimple. I'm
podcast,
gonna be a
I'll piss
pimple.
if I want to.
So, how do you think people even get to the Discord? Like, I know exactly, like, kind of what brings us to the TCG community is, creators that we like, creators that we're inspired by. But how do other people get to the HTCG channel, like, without being in the know-how?
I got the link from Soaps, honestly.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got the link from Cards at Home.
Where
Yeah. I
are
got
people,
the
like,
link from
posting this
I
somewhere?
feel like that's the only way
Yeah,
to
yeah,
get
yeah.
in. So you have to be invited by like a creator. Not invited, but like you have to like see the link in like a creator's like
Uh-huh.
description.
Oh.
So
How else are you gonna find it? It's not like it's on Discord or anything.
I feel like
Yeah,
I feel like we should have like an advertisement for the TCG podcast, the TCG channel, because
I just
like everybody should be advertising like on the thing. Like I feel like that's something.
I feel like though the way that it is now, we only get people who are like actually into the community rather than like trolls.
Yeah, that's one good thing about it is we're getting less and less people who aren't really interested in the community. Like you actually have to like have somebody having given it to you, and you're only like given the link if
You're really into the trading
exactly.
card game scene. Because you have to watch a creator that has it in their description, and I haven't seen a creator and have it in their description in a while. I don't know if.
So do you think
I'm
that?
not sure if they still post descriptions? Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't mind putting a link to the community, but I don't know. It's just I feel like some people, and I don't want to be a gatekeeper, but I feel like
No.
Yeah, not the best place for some people.
Yeah. I was having
you
this.
never know who will join and stuff like that. There might be trolls who just might end up joining.
Yeah, bro. We got a kamikaze like last month. Some guy just dropped in and just started dropping the N bomb and like posting like Nazi pictures. Yeah. And
Wait, was it that little kid?
huh?
I remember there being a little kid back in the server.
Of course, it's a little kid.
No, not that guy. Not
No.
Galactic TCG, something like that. But like, what had happened was somebody came in and they kamikaze. They just started like dropping N bombs and like offensive stuff. And the only reason they got like immediately kicked was because of me 6, and it was like the only time where I was like,
Thank God, me 6.
All right, you can stick around, I guess.
Imagine that was Mr. Monster.
There's Mr. Monster. Oh no. I forgot about him.
I mean,
I'm
not
leaving the
surprising.
TCG community!
Smosh mentioned me. They mentioned me.
we were having this whole conversation about Mr. Monster and about, do you guys know about, he's had a huge boost in subscribers and views all of a sudden on his videos.
Why?
Because, so his name is,
Mr. Monster.
oh dude, Cards at Home's in the chat.
Yeah.
Wait, what? Really?
Heck
Wait to see
yeah.
Yeah.
What up, Cards at Home?
Oh shit,
Hello,
he is.
hello,
Bro.
hello, everyone who's watching and stuff. Look at that, 4 watching now.
Yes. Hello,
pretty dope.
everybody. Welcome to the
And 2
podcast.
likes.
So, so what had happened was, so does everybody know who Mr. Beast is, I assume?
He's some guy from North Carolina.
Wait,
Okay.
Mr. Beast?
Yeah, Mr.
Like,
Beast.
Mr. Beast
Okay.
6000.
So
Because
here's-
Mr. Beast is the good one.
Yeah, Mr. Beast. Okay. And so Smosh made a Mr. Beast parody and called him Mr. Monster.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
I see.
Yep.
And then immediately after that video, you had all these dumb people who were going, oh, I wonder if Mr. Monster's real. And they found his channel and they started subscribing, but then he started getting hate in the comments going, you're not Mr. Monster. I thought this was Mr. Monster's channel. Like,
Oh man, Bodasi.
Pobrecito. No, pobrecito, okay?
Yeah, but like, I mean, okay. I don't necessarily know the entire drama between Mr. and Monster. I know some, and but like no one. I don't think really anyone deserves to get hate from like
No.
idiotic
no.
children that are like, "Eh, my guy, you're the wrong
But
guy."
it's funny.
It's stupid. It's like my
It's
voice I just
stupid.
did. It's stupid.
It's stupid, but
That's
it's
why.
funny.
That's why I was always an advocate for soaps when the whole drama thing was going on, because, like all of Mr. Monster's fans were basically getting sicked on soaps for disagreeing with Mr. Monster. Like he just would critique the way he would do videos. He would say, "Oh, you need to put in more effort," or "Oh, I get it. It's all about the views, not about the quality of the content." And you could argue that Soaps was being a jackass about it, but Mr. Monster ended up throwing shade, and because his audience, and this is something we have to consider as TCG creators, that our audience is like if we've got a large following, let's face it, they're a bunch of 9-year-olds, right? So this audience hears that Mr. Monster hates soaps, and so they're going, "Ah, my hero! I must come! I must fight!" And so, started attacking soaps, like in the comment sections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
There's a whole long story behind Mr. Monster that probably has no place on this podcast right now, especially since I went into huge ton detail a couple recordings back, and that'll probably get released in some sort of video form at some point. So I won't repeat myself.
Well, back onto track though.
Yeah.
We should probably start asking the questions now.
Oh yeah. Well, I kind of was. This is a better start than we had before, but
it definitely is. But we should keep it up though. I
think what Mr. Monster did was it's something that it's a bad habit that I feel like new TCG creators make, which is expecting a lot of views, a lot of subscribers, and to be able to make money off of.
And then quit when they don't get it.
Yeah, exactly. Do you guys feel like that's like a problem in the TCG community, or do you feel like it's kind of like a localized thing that happens every once in a while?
Yeah, I feel like it's a localized thing.
Yeah,
honestly,
localized.
I think we all know, like, we're not going to make any money from this. This is like more of a passion for most.
That's all I'll say.
But go on, sorry.
Yeah, seriously.
Oof.
Well, so then, if we're not doing it for the money, then, why do you do this, Mozz? Why are you part of the HTCG community?
Personally, it's because yeah. So personally, it's because I just need to play games. So, not even just trading card games. I have a massive box of board games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And card games and things, and it's just I enjoy playing the games, so I enjoy making the games so that I can play them myself.
Right. So I feel like that's a common trend in the TCG community, is that a lot of us do it so we can play our own game.
I feel like that's the only reason you really not the only reason you should do it, but I feel like that's if you can't play your own game, right?
Yeah.
That should be a thing, that you find your own game fun, because if you can't even find your own game fun, then other people probably won't either.
Right. I'm sorry, I was reading a comment. I was still listening.
Yeah. Yeah, well. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Were you there for all that, Slothe?
Yeah, or most.
For most of it?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
I didn't hear the question, but I know Mozz's response. I can kind of piece the.
Well, I feel why exactly do you make your card game, and why do you continue to keep making it, even though you're not going to make monetary value off it necessarily, or the whole world isn't going to have it?
So people could just like it. I enjoy making things for others. I I enjoyed writing, drawing. I just like creating. It's really fun. Art's a great hobby. I mean that's pretty much it, honestly. I just want people to like my. I just want them to look at my stuff and be like, "You want to know what? That is good. That is great. I love it."
Maybe that's the root with the problem with some people who aren't satisfied with the amount of subscribers, is they feel like they're doing it to make people happy, and they feel like they're not getting enough attention out of the effort they're putting in.
Yeah.
I don't know. But like Mozz said, it's more of a localized thing. You'll find a couple people who are like that. But I feel like small HTCG community members are mainly hidden and are okay with that.
Well, I think the reason that you should be doing it isn't to get fans, isn't to get money or anything like that. I think the big reason that you should be doing it is if you enjoy doing it.
Yeah,
you know, because I feel like it's not really worth doing anything if you don't enjoy it, like just to make money out of it. Like,
That's what a job is, Mozz.
well, no, I feel like you should enjoy your job at least very slightly if you have one. You know, you should do something that you're passionate about, not something just to make money.
If you make money, it's just like a small little bit of extra from it.
Have you ever worked a job, Mozz?
What?
Have you ever worked a job?
What's a job?
Shut your mouth, Slothe. That's between the big boys. You ever stuck your hand in a fryer for money?
Who would do that?
That's what the
I
world's like,
stuck my
Mozz.
hand in a hippopotamus.
No, because here's
What
the
end?
thing, right? If you're gonna get a job, you should pick something that you enjoy doing. I don't understand why that's so hard.
Have you ever gotten your hand stuck in a cash register, Mozz?
Actually, yes. When I was a kid, I had one of those like toy ones, and
I
then
knew you were gonna say that.
It's actually a true story, though. Like, I went to go press the button to close it, because you press the button and it closes it, but it closes it, like, really hard, and I got my finger pinned. And I cried. But back onto topic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woo. We need more questions, bro.
Oh, okay. Don't everybody talk at once. Don't everybody put in their input at once.
Bro. Weren't we gonna be more passive this time around?
Were we?
I don't know.
I liked the involvement that we had last time. We didn't have the right conversations.
That's true. And also, I'll be honest, I kind of spaced out.
That's okay.
I kind of went in my own world for a little.
All right. So, I feel like only one of us answering a question at a time is not going to like actually get any content out of this. So, are you guys okay with like each going around and answering questions, or?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I feel like my idea was for all of us to answer the questions, but like one of them is asked the question and they answer it, and then the rest give their input on it.
Oh, okay.
But that's not.
Cool
working,
Kid wants us to
obviously,
talk
so
about
let's try something
Hearthstone.
else.
Listen, I got you, fam.
Also,
I used to
though,
play that
like-
all the time.
Also, though, like, if we're all just answering questions one at a time, then one of us won't really have anything to say because someone basically shares the same answers as someone
Well,
else.
that was sort of my idea, is that like, you know, we answer the question and then everyone else gives their input on the question and the answer.
Mhm.
And then if you don't have any input, we just move on to the next one. But that's not working.
Hey, did any of you guys ever play Hearthstone?
I honestly,
No.
I played it once.
I've played Shadowverse.
We're talking about Hearthstone. Do you like that? Are you getting real? You getting real excited, aren't you? I bet you got a big old Hearthstone fan. Everybody, clap your hand if you're a Hearthstone fan.
Hearthstone.
All right.
Cool Kid is asking in the chat, can everyone say who they are?
Okay. So I'm AlphaWookiee.
I'm Mozz. I'm the stupid one.
Not really.
I'm Slothe.
I'm Sin Mango.
Slothe, the creator of the Case of the Ugly.
Your true overlord. I'm your true overlord. Thank you. Yeah.
All right. So because you play Hearthstone, kind of describe what you think make Hearthstone work then.
The thing that made Hearthstone work was primarily the fact that it was digital, so it allowed for more like spectacular effect, and it was like much more pleasing to the eye, if that makes any sense.
Also, it was attached to World of Warcraft, which is a very popular franchise.
That too, yes.
Oh, so
Wait,
like it's a part of World of Warcraft?
Yeah, it's based on World of Warcraft.
Since when?
I thought you knew.
That's all the
It's
time.
always-
Yeah, you buffoon.
Blizzard didn't tell me.
Well, that
get
resolution
the
was
email.
broken.
I didn't
Well, then maybe you should have checked your spam.
Blizzard would go in my spam.
I know, right?
But like, I really liked it. It was one of the more easier card games to pick up, in my opinion, because like it was really simple. The numbers they use aren't big.
Yeah.
They're small, so it's like it's easy. It's easy to calculate. You know, it's really easy to pick.
Yeah.
Especially with the newer expansions, at least in my opinion, because I used to play a lot of the Goblin Bomb, and if you don't know what that is, I believe it's the 0 attack, 2 health minions that are bombs, and every time they would die, they deal 2 damage to the opponent. However, there would be like all these other cards, like if this card died, sorry, hold on, my bad. It would be choose a minion. If this minion dies, make 2 more duplicates. I'm pretty sure I didn't word it correctly, but it's called Carnivorous Cube. So then you would get armies and armies of Goblin Bombs. Not only that, there's magnetic cards, which are mechs, and Goblin Bombs just so happen to be mechs. You fuse them together, make one robot with both abilities, so you have this one really good robot, and if he dies, you do 2 damage to the opponent, and it's just an ongoing cycle of no.
So
Okay.
So, like,
okay, go on.
no.
That just makes it seem complicated, and you were trying to argue that it was
Honestly, I just
like very
to me,
easy.
I've never.
I don't
played
know,
Hearthstone.
man. I'm just saying it's really easy for me.
So my brother
Like,
has
I've
played
played
Hearthstone.
Shadowverse.
My brother's played Hearthstone, and he tells me that because when I say I know some mechanics, I know that creatures can choose to decide to attack creatures specifically or to attack you, and there's no blocking mechanic. So you either go board control or you go right for your opponent's face. But my brother says because you can attack creatures on directly, that there are no passives in the game. That there are no creatures like that say,
Passive abilities.
yeah, like creatures like, as long as this is in play, this happens. Because there would be no point. Your opponent can just kill that creature, target it. So that all the abilities have to be when it comes into play, or when it attacks, or when it dies. Those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much, honestly. There are some cards with somewhat passive abilities, but you still kind of have to summon them. That's the other issue.
Mhm.
You're kinda cut
yeah,
off.
basically. Oh, I cut off.
No, a little bit, but we heard you.
Was there summoning
Okay.
sickness in Hearthstone?
Is there what?
Summoning sickness.
Yes, there's summoning sickness.
Okay. Okay, so like, I just want to say like I've never played Hearthstone, but it sounds like Shadow. Have you ever heard that?
No, I haven't.
Never heard of it. People say it's basically like anime. It's like Hearthstone, but with waifus.
What's it
Oh.
called?
Shadowverse.
It's a
Shadowverse.
cult.
Yes. I've been told that it's like Hearthstone, but it's just a lot more. It's an anime aesthetic to it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
But
did.
it sounds very familiar to
Back
Shadowverse.
back before the gadgets and rotation, I used to play a lot of Exodia Paladin, where it was really similar to Exodia, but instead of summoning all the pieces for this one big boy, you have to summon 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. It was really cool.
That sounds beautiful.
So, like,
It was a pain in the ass to pull off, though. It was this entire process. Like, it
What-
was really slow.
like what mechanics like went behind making that happen?
Oh crap! I forgot the card. There's this card called Burgly Bully, and then okay, crap! I forgot this card's name. Okay, you have to use 2 Burgly Bullies in your deck. You have to have one. Oh my god. Okay, I need to remember. It's been so long. Hold. Wait.
Well, so
Exodia Paladin deck. Hold on. I need to search it up because
Yeah, go
I
ahead.
forgot the name of this one stupid goblin.
So I wanted to ask, so does Hearthstone go faster because its creatures, like Blizzard knows that its creatures are going to die, so like they just make the passive bursts just like big, like they happen instantly and they're over. Do you think?
It all kind of depends on the deck. In the beginning, like in earlier sets, yes. However, right now, I couldn't say that I know because I haven't necessarily played it in a while. And also, I found the card. It's called Auction Master Beardo.
Mhm.
This guy is scary in Exodia Path. Every time you cast a spell, it gives you a coin. Sorry, no, it doesn't give you a coin. That's Burly Bull. Okay, what it does. Okay. Every time you play a spell, you can play your hero power again. And there's this thing in Hearthstone called the coin, which is a spell that doesn't waste any mana, which you can get abundance of with Burgly Bully.
Okay.
And then there's Uther the Eben Blade, which is used to replace your hero, where you are able to summon the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. So those 3 cards are your main synergy, while the rest, it's more so. Let me just survive for a bit.
Yeah.
Was there like haste in the game?
Haste.
Imagine,
Actually, there's 2 versions.
Okay.
One where you can't attack the hero directly, and one where you can. It's kind of stupid. I didn't like it.
Because it kind of like I'm sorry I keep like changing it, because it does sound like Shadowverse. In Shadowverse, there's different like classes that you could play as with different things. So in the night in Shadowverse, the night class it's called Swordcraft basically, and it kind of reminds me of that of like when you were talking about the goblin thing of just like spam out like little creature. So in Shadowverse, you would spam out a lot of like tiny small knights that have something called Storm, which was
I cannot believe you.
which was basically like rush and magic. Not rush. Haste and magic, and you could just like start attacking like quickly, and sort of that just focused around promoting your units or whatever to like commanders and something like that, and sort of just reminded me of that kind of, and it just going like by really really fast, and that's like a really big thing where people would make decks around that in Shadowverse.
There's
Sylvan
a lot of
Advocate says that
decks.
Rush should be removed from the game.
I agree.
Rush.
I agree. Definitely, it is a waste of a mechanic.
So, what do you feel like is a mechanic in Hearthstone that like more people should apply to their TCGs these days? Because I feel like every card game has like something that like has like a little something that you can just sprinkle on your game to make it like a little spicier, you know?
Yeah.
Mechanic in terms of card text, or mechanic as in actual game?
Just anything. Like, feel like that more people should try with their game. Because I
Wait,
feel
so
like a lot of people
Russian-
go safe. A lot of people play it safe with their card game, and they don't make an interesting card game.
So is Rush like haste? I'm sorry to
Yeah,
cut you off.
it's haste.
Rush
Okay.
is haste, just way worse.
I actually have that in my game, but it's only.
I think everybody
specific
who
towards
has
one element.
creatures, everybody who has a game with creatures actually does have haste in their game in some way.
Oh, this guy in the chat, he came up with a really good point. Overload. I love Overload. I actually really like Overload.
What's Overload?
Overload in Hearthstone is okay, so you need mana, right, in order to cast stuff. However, Overload locks your mana crystals, but in favor you can play really powerful cards. It is so good. I love it.
So, like, wait, explain it a little bit more. So, it locks your mana system?
Yes, because with each turn, you gain 1 mana until you're up to 10 mana.
Oh! So, your mana stops progressing, but can play like big spells all of a sudden?
Yes, like your mana crystals are locked. You cannot use those mana crystals until the next turn.
Oh.
So basically, you play a card with overload. Let's say you have all 10 mana, but it has an overload of 5. You lock 5 mana crystals. The next turn, you only have 5 mana until the next.
That's pretty cool.
It's so good. I love it because like this is really nasty play I like to do. There's just 7/7 monster, right? And then he has overload. And then there's this other card where if you play overload minions a certain amount of times while it's in your hand, you can summon 3 other it's either 3 or 4 other copies of that minion on the field. So then you have 4 7/7s, and unless if your opponent is like a priest, I hate priests. Like they die. It's just good.
Oof.
Huh.
Yeah.
So like somebody else in the chat is saying the counterattack ability.
Counterattack.
Like what's counterattack in Hearthstone?
Counterattack. Yeah, the guy in the 4 mana 7/7. Yeah.
That sounds horrible.
Counterattack.
4 mana with 7/7. That sounds.
I'm probably being really stupid right now.
It's a downside.
Wait, hold on. Yeah.
That's a really cool way to do a downside. There's this interesting card in Magic the Gathering. I don't remember the name of the card for the life of me, but it's a green card with no mana cost. And it says summon a 4/4.
Sorry, my mom just gave me food.
Yeah, that's okay.
Let that meat.
So it summons a 4/4 green creature with trample, and you didn't have to pay any mana for it. But it says on your upkeep, if you don't pay 4 mana, you lose the game. So it's like a really cool. So you can basically like tap out in your turn and then play this thing, and you don't have to actually pay it until the next turn. But here's like an interesting thing that happened with that card is somebody figured out how to make that into a win con. Like there's a blue card that says when you cast a spell, all your opponents cast a copy of that spell. And so,
that's another. Oh, I'm sorry.
No. That's basically the end of the story. They're dead.
Oh, okay. I'm looking in the chat right now, and Cool Kid says when one minion attacks an enemy minion, they both take damage.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that.
Oh, so they don't take. Oh, so there's no counterattack in Hearthstone. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, that's something in my game that I had a big problem with. Is I decided, your creatures can attack other creatures too, but we started noticing. My brother and I started noticing there's a huge downside in that for the person who's defending, in the way that there's no consequence to just like board controlling your opponent constantly. So we came up with the counterattack value, which was the punishment for direct attacking a creature or attack or dealing damage to that creature. So if you blocked, you deal that much counter damage per attack that creature does towards that creature. So there are some like glass counterattack creatures that only have like a little bit of health, but this insane amount of counterattack. So they're like a lethal block like most of the time.
I see.
Man, Overload, that's such a cool idea.
It is. Like, I love it. A lot of people that I know, at least, and my school group of friends, when they played Hearthstone a lot, they hated it. And then I'm over here like...
Bruh, Cool Kid, thanks for the suggestion. This honestly is a good talking point.
It is.
Cool Kid is big brain. We should get him on the pod.
Yeah, guys, so everybody listening... like if this starts working out where we can actually get our asses in gear about this podcast and like work out how this whole thing works, we want to have guests on the podcast and ask them stuff and things like that. So if anybody is interested in being a guest, or if anybody knows somebody that would like to be on this podcast, God forbid, let us know.
Bro, I love Chaos Galaxy. Get him on the podcast.
I would be elated to have Chaos Galaxy on the podcast.
Yeah, but he is not going to get on.
He's not going to get on.
Yeah.
But I need Mozz to just verbally assault him the whole time.
Wait. So if we get Chaos Galaxy on here, right, I am allowed to verbally assault him the entire time.
I don't know if you're allowed, but I don't know if you'd care.
So basically, let's just hope he doesn't see this, which chances are he doesn't.
Yeah.
Most likely
But then
not.
we invite him, and then everybody gets out of the chat, and he's stuck with Mozz.
I mean, he could just leave, honestly.
No! That wouldn't
No,
be
he
fair.
can't.
That wouldn't be fair. That's against the rules.
That's against the rules.
Yeah,
Let's write it in the
actually,
rules.
guys, you know what? If you just randomly leave as a guest on our podcast, I will hunt you and I will kill you.
I'm with Mozz on this one.
Yeah.
But
same.
hey, I got a question for you guys though. Like, what is your
Sure.
favorite like HTCG? Not like a TCG, but like a homemade one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Sin Mango, he has a favorite TCG, I think.
Does he?
TCG or just HTCG?
Like a
HTCG.
homemade one.
Yeah.
I would say Resolution Breakers.
Oh, hell yeah. Resolution Breakers. Is somebody getting hard in the chat?
1920 by
Cool.
no
Kid is
1980 by
interested in
1020.
joining. Sylvan Advocate is interested in joining.
All right, but hear me out. I want people to be on the podcast. I do want that kind of thing, but I feel like
Not too often or something.
not too often. We have some guests, things like that. We have a guest at a time, but also
When we get Mark Rosewater on here.
I don't want to be rude about who we have on, but like I feel like it should be
People who would
people
fit
we
well.
want to interview. I don't know. Oh gosh.
Ooh, I just
think-
remembered.
I can't. I
Um,
feel like an asshole.
I was looking through all of the Hearthstone stuff that I had, and I just remembered a card called Yogg-Saron.
Yogscast? What?
It is the RNGs of Hearthstone.
How does Cards at Home know about the 1980 by 1020? Because Mozz was saying that over and over and over yesterday. How does he know? No, cool kid. So
That is ugly. I don't like
Love
that.
you, Cards at Home.
DM us and tell you why you should, like we need to be able to research you and ask you things about your card game. Do you have a card game? That kind of thing.
Yeah, like we'll like interview you like in DMs or something.
Yeah.
Or someone will. But
Yeah.
yeah, so bros, what's your favorite like homemade trading card game?
His is Oversoul.
Oh gosh, my favorite HTCG game.
HTCG game.
Yeah.
My favorite homemade trading card game.
Yes. Actually, it's HTCGG game.
No,
With an extra G.
Yes.
but
I mean, if the
yeah,
LGBT,
what is it?
if the
What is it?
LGBTQ can get a plus at the end, the HTCG can get a plus at the end. But
Exactly.
but
what is your
Alphabet
Okay,
People
okay.
version 2.
HTCG?
okay, so I'll try not to hype them up again because we did it on the last podcast. But the only other person's game that I've kind of really tried, oh gosh. Okay, so I'll give it an honorable mention. I have this YouTuber that I like named Multigi Crafts. We'll put him in the link in the description because I feel like he needs more attention in the HTCG community, and I feel like we all have somebody that we think needs more attention. Maybe we could talk about that at some point. But
Yeah.
Multigi has a really interesting game where your creatures are basically out in the wilderness just doing their thing, just kind of trying to survive like the harsh environment. And the way you get your creatures to attack is by giving them sustenance. So some creatures need food to attack, some creatures
Give me
need...
sustenance, father.
Yes. Only eggs can sustain me, Homer!
But yeah, so go on.
And some creatures need drink to attack. And there's like a coin flip when you go to attack with a creature as to whether or not they can target a creature or they can target your opponent's base. But I think maybe I'm a little biased on this one, but I think something that has potential is the Pillar TCG by Orange. He's an admin on the HTCG channel, and
sorry. I like his art. Just want to throw that out there. Sorry.
Yeah. Oh, shut up. I do the art for it. That's why I'm biased. But
Ooh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Am I off the podcast? Did I break the rules?
Yeah, get out right now.
Get out.
I'm going! I left the chat. I'm going to let them think about what they did. Apologize.
Samine.
Apologize.
Hey, Dad.
So, yeah.
Come on, guys, keep it on track. So, my favorite HTCG is actually called Bizza.
Oh,
It is not called Visa anymore.
it's called...
Bizarre in nature. Okay. So,
Thank you.
Basically, what happened was... No, I'm not,
no more
lying,
pizza
though.
TCG.
Yeah, Pizza
No more
TCG is my
pizza.
favorite. Because, no, so what happened was, it was actually the first game I ever, play tested on
Mm-hmm.
not the not the drinking one, by the way, guys. Just wanted to clarify. So,
What? Hold on, wait, what? There's a drinking one?
yeah,
He's talking about the tap.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know.
Okay. Back
No.
on track.
Okay, yeah, we'll
I'm
talk about
lost.
that in a sec.
Just look it up. But yeah, so it's the first game I actually ever really tried, and it was really fun. Honestly, I still take a little bit of inspiration from it when I make my games.
Oh, yeah.
And I just, I really liked the game, so I feel like it sucks that he's not getting anything done on it.
Do you feel like
Blame my
the
drawing
guy,
tablet.
do you
bro.
feel like the guy who does Bizarre in Nature should be on the podcast?
I mean, I don't know. I don't really like him as a person.
I honestly don't either. I hear that he kicks babies.
I do. I really do.
I hear that he has some odd relations with bananas.
With who?
Bananas.
Bananas.
Oh, you mean those bananas? Yeah, I do.
Those
I
kinds
really
of
do.
bananas. But yeah, I also like that Pizza TCG has art in the 1980 by 1020 resolution.
Shut up!
It's very it's a very good resolution.
This child.
I had to mention it again.
Why my TCG in particular?
Why your TCG?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, out of
Cards
all
at home, watch the whole 3-hour podcast. I'm
I
dead,
feel
dude.
so bad. I feel so bad for him. But your TCG in particular, like I said, I don't know. I like the art style of it. It's really funky.
Yeah.
And
I don't know
but
what?
not
I'm
only that,
flattered.
I like the way it's played. It's not. It's a little bit abnormal in the art and the gameplay. and
Actually,
stuff
that
like
word is retarded.
What word?
He used the word abnormal. It's pronounced retarded.
I
abnormal.
thought it was pronounced water.
But yeah,
Water.
no, it's
Water.
actually though I think that it's not played like a lot of the other HTCGs are, because a lot of them it's played like war, oh yeah, I choose this card, oh haha, it has a higher number on the card, so I win.
I hate that.
Oh, but let me use my ability. I feel like that type of mechanic is definitely okay. I feel like it's not something where oh, you can't make a game because it has that specific mechanic in it. I feel like it works for a lot of games, but you have to supplement it with something.
Yeah.
It's like being oh yeah, French fries for dinner. No, you can't just have French fries for dinner. You need to have a burger with it as well, or something, or a hot
or a
dog.
hot
Watch me
dog
not
or
eat French
something.
fries for dinner.
What?
Say what?
Watch me not eat French fries for dinner. Are you kidding me?
Well, I mean, it's like having corn on the cob for dinner. You need to have a nice steak with it, or else it's not worth it. You know what I mean?
I feel like you're biased on this whole steak thing.
Okay. Let me just explain my
I
name for a second.
understand. We 1,000,000% understand what you're saying.
Because nobody understands my name, and it kind of pisses me off sometimes. So a lot of people are like, that's not how you spell mozzarella sticks. Actually,
Get over it.
So what happened was I used to play a lot of Minecraft, and this is a little off topic, but I'm
okay. We'll live
so I used to play on this one server, and I had this friend, and I don't know, she was pretty cool.
Minecraft girlfriends don't count.
No, remember Skype? Remember that thing?
I do.
Yeah. Well, her Skype profile picture was mozzarella sticks. So, actually, I don't know if any of you have seen, I think the channel.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
So
I've
if you
seen
go to
it.
my YouTube channel and you look at my YouTube channel profile picture, that is the exact profile picture. And I've kept it on there specifically
Aw.
to this day because it's a little special to me. So I chose that one in particular because that's the one that she had. And
That's so
so
cute.
eventually I was just like, oh yeah, I'm not changing. So I was like, well, what am I going to call myself? Mozzarella sticks is dumb. Oh, how about mozzarella steaks? And then that's it, boys. That's it.
That's the story.
And so if people ask me, what is a mozzarella steak? A mozzarella steak is not a steak filled with mozzarella. It's not a steak made out of mozzarella. It is actually a steak made out of mozzarella sticks.
Isn't that just a pile of mozzarella sticks?
No, it's a steak. Like
But it's formed in it.
So picture like a mozzarella stick, right? Shaped like a steak. And then it has like a nice T-bone steak.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
I'm glad we.
But so that's why. And then as from there, I mean, I feel like
Tube
so from there, I feel like I like the mozzarella thing kind of just stuck on, and I really can't get it off. It's kind of like when you get like a piece of gum, like you ever have that really like crappy dollar store gum and it like sticks to your like teeth and like you cannot get it
I have
out.
never had gum stick to my teeth. What the heck? I
anyway.
need to experience this.
Anyway,
Yes,
yeah,
you
that's
I'll
also
see
the
never
reason
get.
that I made Food Fight, the original Food Fight, not the collaboration. I don't know.
Was that the whole story? We came around a food fight?
Wait,
No, so Food
dude, what
Fight.
was-
So Food Fight began with Monsterella. Have any of you seen Monsterella?
No.
Monsterella steaks. So it's a
Please send it in the Discord.
I will
Yeah.
send it in the Discord. And,
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on the podcast so everybody can see it.
So
give me a
said
moment,
that
give me a moment.
last time about us sending pictures, and you never did that.
You know what? Yeah,
What?
I know.
I just gotta. It's like
I'm gonna try it again.
It's here. It's somewhere. It's right here. Oh, here we go. Let me download it. It's not on this phone because it's a new phone because I cracked my last one and I cracked this one too. And I
Hey,
will also
off
send something
topic.
that I
Oh my gosh.
like.
I want to say something real quick.
Okay.
You guys have your Minecraft girlfriends, but it's all about that Roblox girlfriends.
Absolutely.
Dude, I had one of those too.
Dude.
Bro. No. Oh my god, what is that?
It
That
ended
looks
up
like
being my
a
uncle.
lumpy hot dog.
Wait. You want to see something really great though? Meat Brawl.
I've seen this. Yeah.
Meat Brawl.
I've seen
No,
that.
Meat Brawl. It's from Mucha Lucha.
Oh my god.
Is it?
Pulverizing pinball. That meatball.
Hey guys, do you want to talk about Mucha Lucha?
No.
Hey guys, do you want to talk about Joe Mama?
Yeah. What about Joe Mama?
Come on, Slothe. Come on, Slothe. Come on, Slothe. Do it, Slothe. Say it, Slothe.
You guys want to get back on one thing?
What?
Whatever.
Joe Mama.
All right. So
We have. I don't know.
what?
Whatever.
No, I was gonna
Yo,
what
mama,
were the
she's a nice
questions,
lady.
though?
She deserves more respect.
The other stuff we were gonna cover.
Okay. So
Sorry for taking it off topic, guys.
no, it's okay. So do you consider like that like an iconic character of like do you consider that like an iconic character to your TCG? Like the steak thing.
What, Monsterella?
Yeah.
No, absolutely not.
So what would you consider like your most iconic character to it?
From what TCG? Food Fight specifically? Or like any of my TCGs that I've made? Because I've made like 30.
I am so sorry. I'm back. I'm alive.
Are you?
I don't know.
Jojo, mama, she a nice lady. She deserves more respect.
So you don't have like what you would consider an iconic character for your.
Which one? I said I have like 30. So
Okay,
Food Fight
so-
or all of them specific, all
so
of them in general.
Okay. Well, I guess what I'm getting at is, like,
God.
do you guys feel like iconic character, like specifically designing characters so that trying to design fan favorites, trying to design like characters that are interesting that like people can latch onto, enjoy their story, that kind of thing. Do you think that kind of thing is important to a game?
I don't know if
I
it's
think
like
in some ways,
100%.
yeah. That's not what I do.
I don't think it's I don't think it's like 100% important, but I think there should always be like one character that you can kind of like use, like maybe for like promotional material or like on the packs or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like a card.
I agree.
A card
And
that
also,
like people like,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like the humongous ancient rock man.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of. Like Chaos Galaxy goes crazy with him.
yeah.
Isn't he
Yeah.
just like a vanilla monster?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so.
I feel like
I don't even
I
like
don't
his
know.
design. I would be real.
yeah. Well, I'm just thinking like you kind of have to have something that is like the character that like everyone thinks of when they think of your game. It's like you think of
Yeah, like-
Pokemon, you think of Pikachu.
And then
You know what I
Yu-Gi-Oh's
mean?
like blue eyes.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't even know if I have like a card that people really, really like in my game.
I have Case
would
of
say-
Ugly.
Yeah,
That's the
Yeah,
only
Case
one.
of Ugly.
Case of
That's the
Ugly
only
is
people
like,
meet them.
holy cow. Everybody knows what Case of Ugly is.
I honestly, my favorite card from Pizza TCG is the Egg Man. Please make Unitary Egg.
Oh,
Everyone
Unitary
spam
Egg.
Slothe and be like Unitary Egg.
Please don't.
Please do.
I mean,
guys.
I'm gonna remake it. Don't worry. I'm just not gonna make it broken again. Bro,
It wasn't even that broken. It was only
Yeah, I don't
okay.
know.
Wait. Okay, now I have to tell the story. So
Okay.
basically, me and Slothe were playtesting Pizza TCG, and I figured out that you can use a card. So it was called Unitary Egg, and it's like, okay, whenever this card dies, you can use it to use another. You can use it to like summon a card from your discard pile. So I had 2 Unitary Eggs, and I kept summoning with each other, so he couldn't attack me because I had infinite cards.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So, like,
exactly.
every
What
time
did you
one of them
do?
died,
It was
another
broken.
one would come.
This is
So
why
he
you
had to
playtest.
switch- Yeah, that's why. So I found it when we were playtesting. That's
Yeah.
Official Cards at Home came up with a really good point.
Yeah.
He said, I think characters just tend to become fan favorites rather than what we see the creators intend. Unless if you push a certain character a lot into the public.
Yeah, like Pokemon did with Pikachu.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I didn't
And,
expect Case of
Yu-Gi-Oh!
Ugly
Black
to
is
be really
technically-
popular, but oh, sorry, Sin Mango.
Oh no, I was just saying like Yu-Gi-Oh with Blue Eyes or Dark Magician. Yeah, that's all.
Yeah.
But well, the thing is too is that like you can kind of like try to angle like one character to be like the fan favorite
Yeah, I agree.
if you push. So like Humongous Ancient Rockman, for instance, and like Pikachu, they were kind of like pushed into the public.
Mm-hmm.
Like you kind of have to. They kind of became the fan favorites because of how much they were promoted. So like Pikachu is obviously on like everything Pokemon. So like when you think of a like I know like a lot of like old people that like you ask them to name a Pokemon and they're like Charizard and Pikachu.
Yeah.
So I feel like that's like a good contrast. Is like Charizard,
Pikachu, Satan, Lucifer.
Going off of that logic, what's your guys' favorite Pokemon?
Okay, hear me out.
Okay.
I'm a sucker for grass, and I know that's weird. That's kind of
No.
because
You pick Bulbasaur, I will slap you.
I like Bulbasaur.
I like Bulbasaur. I'm gonna say it, but he's not my favorite.
Yes!
Thank
Dude,
you.
hell yeah, I love
No,
Bulbasaur.
wait. Who is your favorite?
I think he was the only dual type.
I just picked Bulbasaur because nobody talks about it, and I feel like there's fun to be had with Bulbasaur. But my favorite Pokemon is Sceptile.
Dude, wait. No, my favorite is actually Grovyle.
Grovyle? What?
Really?
Grovyle, yeah, Grovyle.
Oh my gosh.
I don't like Sceptile's spiky booty.
I actually do prefer Grovile's design better. I do.
But Sceptile is like
Shuckle.
Don't fuckle with Shuckle.
Someone, the cool
Shuckle.
kid said Shuckle.
Dude,
I have a couple.
wait. No, I used to play competitive Pokemon Showdown. And
Bro,
there was
same!
you could use like Shuckle and this one mode. You could use Shuckle and he was just like a beast that like could not be killed under like any circumstances. I
think you're talking about balanced Hackmon. Oh god.
Yeah, balanced Hackmon. And then I would use speed form Deoxys with like it was Darkrai's ability, I think.
Did you use
And it would make people. It would make them. No, I would use Spore to make them go asleep, and then I would use like Darkrai's ability to steal their health while they were sleeping.
AlphaWookiee, I am going to slap you right in your face, and you're gonna go, wham, where's my ball?
Wait.
Mango, do you have a favorite Pokemon?
Mine's
Mango's favorite Pokemon is Mangomon.
Yes,
So funny.
No, but my favorite because I really love ghost type, so mine's is Gengar. And I'm a filthy casual when it comes to trading card games. So so if there's rotation, I never follow it. So I have like this pretty decent Gengar deck.
Yeah.
Not great, but it's pretty decent. Mostly focused around poisoning and stuff. And adding even more, more poison and more poison.
Have you seen the Alolan Gengar?
No, I have not.
Okay.
I just like Alolan Gengar.
Hold on. Not like Alolan as an Alolan form, but like when the Alolan generation came out, there was this Gengar that was put out, and it made me hyped to play with this. Hold on.
Really?
I'd say if I had to choose a favorite Pokemon, it would be a tie between Darmanitan, Arcanine, and Sableye.
Like
I know which one you're talking about, but I really don't
that.
like the Alolan Gengar thing.
Arcanine reminds me of my dogs, and I love my dogs. Darmanitan is a big fire gorilla monkey orangutan, and I really like simians.
Wait, who?
Darmanitan.
I don't know that.
He's dude. Black and White. Unpopular opinion. Black and White was like my generation of Pokemon. Like I've played basically every Pokemon game because my brother always gave them to me like after he was finished. I still have Pokemon Gold and a Game Boy Color. Or is it like Hard Gold?
I got into like I think Gen 3.
I feel like Gen 5 is like my favorite because everyone's like, oh, they ran out of ideas. And then it's like, well, look, they made like freaking keys the next generation. So like, I feel like they didn't really run out of ideas in Gen 5. I feel like Gen 6 was like the real turning point.
I feel like
I think Gen 8. We're on Gen 8 right now, right?
Yeah.
I think that's when they're running out of ideas.
Guys,
have you seen what they put out lately?
They were out of ideas Gen 1. Hold on. They were out of
Fair
ideas
enough.
Gen 1. They put an onion in a duck's hand and they called it a day. And they didn't give him an evolution until Gen 8.
That's not even an evolution. That's an
They were going to give him an evolution in Gen 1. It was a swan with an onion. Oh, don't tell me to calm down.
Wait, Gen 1. Wait, no, Gen 2. Isn't Farfetch'd from
Surfetch'd
Gen
is
2?
horrible.
What is his...
Wait,
Wait, can I say something though?
is Farfetch'd?
Yeah.
I'm trying to figure out what his... You say he has a new form?
Yeah.
Wow, dudes, I have a lot of Pokemon
They
Ultra
gave him a
Rares.
stage 1. Look it up. It's Surfetched.
Yeah, it's Surfetched.
Wait, that's a... Wait.
It's
Hold
a
on,
Gen 8
hold on.
exclusive.
Is it an evolution or a form?
No, an evolution.
It's an evolution, yeah.
Really?
Stage 1?
I thought
But
it was
it's,
a different
it's an
form.
evolution exclusive to that region, though.
Yeah.
So he's not
Wait,
gonna
what does
like
it
in
look
the
like?
next
I'm seeing
game.
so many
fine.
different ones.
He's like white, and he has like a sword as the onion thing.
I love
That's
him.
pretty cool.
I love him. He's precious to me.
I hate
It's pretty
Surfetched.
cool.
I feel like the design is just like, okay, look, we made him white and gave him a sword.
It's not a sword.
He's a
It's
white
elite.
knight.
It's a
He's a white knight.
A
No.
white...
Farfetch'd is Gen 1. Oh my god, I thought it was Gen 2.
Nah.
No, he was Gen 1.
Get on my
But-
level.
Does anyone else actually have like Pokemon cards?
Whoa,
like,
guys!
A lot
I
of them.
do.
Oversoul
I do.
TCG uploaded.
Dude, honestly,
Burning
Who's that?
Passion and Force
Who-
of Nature trial deck unboxing. Is
Guys.
it interesting?
No.
Guys, we
Yeah.
should invite
I
him
don't
onto
know.
the podcast.
Dude, should we?
totally,
I think we
totally,
should.
Totally.
All right, hold
No,
on.
I don't think
No,
so.
no, no,
He's
no, I
pretty.
actually
He's
know
pretty
him.
garbage.
I'm,
He's pretty garbage.
I'm gonna
He's
put
a
him
garbage
on the call.
person.
I'm gonna put him on the call.
Okay, do that.
Hello, I'm Oversoul, guys. I got diabetes.
Oh, cool kid. Cool kid, like, corrected me in the chat, and I didn't even realize. I'm a bully. I'm an actual buff.
Yeah, well.
Wait, what happened to... everything just went over my head right now.
Mango's
guys.
so quiet tonight. He usually
Mango,
has the
bro.
most to say.
Roast people, Mango. Roast me.
Yeah, alright. Cards at home. What's up with your weird ass looking logo? With your blank face with no detail. What's wrong with you?
Cards at
Cool
home, I
kid.
love
More
you.
like uncool kid. Angels of Red. Actually, your art is pretty dope. I can't
Who is
really say
messaging
anything.
me?
Cards
Oh,
at
that's my friend,
home. Dude, I love Resolution Breakers 1980 by 1020.
Yes, dude. 1080p, bro. 1080p.
Joe Mamba.
It's-
Joe
it's-
Mamba. She's a nice
It's
lady.
actually 1020p.
She deserves
Bro.
more respect.
You
Not
make-
his waifus.
no.
His waifus are 1080.
Listen, cards at home. You need to make a card that is like 1980 by 1020 resolution for me, please.
Okay. So
If you could do that, you'd be
Hold on, I'm putting up my
legitimately
Pokemon
awesome.
deck. I was looking through it. I don't know why.
Mango.
I'll go look for mine, actually. I have a couple. I'll like finding one.
Mine's
I have-
Pokemon. Dude, my Pokemon deck is like just all psychic, mono psychic.
I don't actually have like a deck because I have no one to play it with. But I have Volcanion EX, Lapras DX. Dudes, wait, actually one time I stole a Pokemon card pack from Target because I didn't want to pay for it, and
That's normally the reason.
I actually got a Mega Lucario EX out of it, and I still feel bad to this day. But I also got Shaman EX, Mega Rayquaza EX, Rayquaza, Marshadow and Machamp GX, team up, tag team up, Winona, thick Winona, Metagross GX,
Awesome.
Chestnut Break, and
The
Blaziken.
heck is a break?
It's golden. It's like gold and it's like sideways.
Yeah.
That's weird, dude.
It was.
I have like a rainbow foil Rayquaza GX that I pulled out of a Dollar Tree pack. That's worth,
Dude,
like, I think,
actually,
$100.
the Dollar Tree packs are the way to go, and no one feels the same way about this, I feel. But, like, if you go and
Whenever I
you go
see
get
them,
the
I
Dollar
always just buy all of them when I can.
Go to the Dollar Tree packs. I mean, go to the Dollar Tree, right? Because here's the thing, right? You get 4 chances to get an ultra rare out of it, or like a rare in general, when you only get 1 chance for a rare out of a normal Pokemon card pack.
Yeah.
Just felt like I'd say that.
I never thought about
Yeah.
that.
Dude, don't tell them now I can't even get the rares. Come on now.
But also
okay, I came
pack
back.
weighing.
I got my little.
Dude, I
bag.
did pack weighing like one time, and I actually got a couple good cards out of it. But it was really awkward because I was just like weighing packs in the like back of a Dollar Tree, and I had like my scale out, and I was weighing them. But then they stopped that anyway. But dude, actually though, it was pretty sketchy because like all the employees were like, "What is he doing back here with the Pokemon card packs?" It was pretty good. My mom was there too.
And she was like guarding the aisle.
Yeah, she was like, Ethan, they're coming.
His name's Ethan, confirmed.
And I was like, literally, no, my name isn't Ethan. That's like my fake name. My real name is Andrew. My real name is Andrew.
Oh, I know this kid in my school named Andrew. He sucks.
Yeah, my name is Andrew.
I'm not even joking.
Andrew,
like, I actually hate him.
mama.
Ah!
Andrew, mama.
Mama.
Andrew,
She's a nice
mama. She's a
lady.
nice lady.
She deserves more respect.
What is your problem?
So, guys, wait. Let's talk about
Looking through
cards
my deck
at home
right now.
and his 1980 by 1020 cards. Now, he says that he struggles with 720p, and that makes me
I
sad.
feel like
So,
yeah.
what I'm gonna say is that like I've got a little challenge for you, cards at home. Do 1980 by 1020, please. Just one card.
He's trying to come
Just
at you like sideways, my guy. What you gonna
One
do?
card.
Oh, I have a Gengar EX in this deck.
You have a
Dude, I have
Gengar EX?
not a Gengar. Dude, you know you want to give that to me for free.
I have a Lugia EX, I have a Mewtwo EX, and a Gengar
A
EX in
Lugia?
this deck.
All right, so on topic, or at least just another question.
Yeah.
So Mango specifically.
Yeah.
That's me.
You were talking at cards at home, well, I know that you know him pretty well. Like, what's the story behind? Because I know that you photoshopped his face onto a Dragon Ball Z character. You were telling me about it, and you're like, somebody photoshopped a face onto like a buff body, and I was like, yeah, that was me. And you're like, no, it was me, you idiot. I'm like, I did it too. I did
It
it.
can only be one, first of all.
Yeah,
Anyway.
of course. But like,
you got the idea from me. That's credit.
I didn't even know it had been done. I did it in like a
Such a big.
when I was showing like profile pictures or things like that. I just, instead of showing cards at home profile pic, I had like taken a bodybuilder and I just took his icon and put it on top of that bodybuilder.
So that was you who did it. I thought Martin did that himself. Honestly, that made me laugh so hard when I saw that. No.
You should send that to the.
Cards at home
chat.
says, yo, coming at me a bit hot, fam. Challenge accepted.
What?
Photoshop? I thought you took that from my window. Oh my god.
So dumb.
We need him on the podcast.
You know what?
I
please.
know. I want
Listen.
cards at home on the podcast.
Listen, cards at home on the podcast next week, please. Thank you. Not next week. Next time.
Next time, yeah, which may very well be next week.
I'll probably be here next week. I don't know. But besides that, hey, did you guys ever buy one of those dollar store packs and then they have like things that are like useless? But listen. They have like little Pokemon cards on them. So like what I would do is I would like cut out the little Pokemon cards from them and sell them to my friend. I'd be like, bro, look, it's a super rare little Pokemon card.
Are you serious?
So then I could buy more packs. It was like legit. And actually, when I went to Publix, Pokemon cards were banned, so we had like a black market Pokemon card card dealings. It was, dude, we'd like hide and then like we would like deal our Pokemon cards.
Really?
What?
Dude, and then like the teachers would catch us and they'd be like, "We're taking them," and we'd be like, "But mom."
Damn, Martin is ripped.
Martin is red.
A tornado hit my city. Second worst day of my life.
What?
I think can we keep this here?
I'm
Can we keep this
scrolling
here?
through Mr. Monster's channel.
Oh gosh, you idiot!
Wait,
You're
can
an
we keep this
idiot,
here,
you
though?
buffoon. Out of all the monkeys, you're a mandrill. Get out of my face. Dude, I'm done with you. I'm done with everything.
Everyone, let's just yell at Sing Mango to Mango me.
Mango is a Mongolian.
I get it. Actually, guys, I feel like this podcast was a lot better than last time.
Oh yeah,
Yes,
totally.
it
I mean,
So,
at least
basically-
from the stance of like that we actually talk about stuff. That was on
What
topic.
I need for you guys
Black
to
tar
do for
heroin.
me, anyone watching this, is so just donate to my podcast.
Hit your podcast.
My
What's your
podcast.
It's the Mozz.
My podcast is called the Mozzcast.
Oh my gosh.
We need to like just for one episode be like, hi guys, welcome to the Mozzcast.
Okay, that was today. Hi guys, welcome to the Mozzcast.
Hi guys, welcome to the Mozzcast. Today we're gonna be talking about all different types of mozzarella. If
Did
you
we-
have any
did we
questions,
go through all
please
the
ask
topics?
them now.
No, we did not. I just kind of like peppered through them. If you guys want to do more, I can totally do that.
Do more.
Yeah.
I kind of like number 5. We have a weird demographic. Why? Do you feel like the TCG scene is for
Edgy
people on the
teens.
I will fight you.
No, Bros Inc. actually though, like
Do you feel like
You-
the TCG scene is for people on the fringe culture? Like nerds, weebs.
Yeah.
Like, from what I'm reading, though.
All right, hold on. So like the way I kind of set up those questions when I put a slash, kind of like asked the one part, and then like if more information is needed or like you feel like you're ready to follow up, you'd go, we have a weird demographic,
Why?
and then
Do you feel like that's the TCG scene is for people on the fringe culture?
I'm gonna leave this call. I'm done with
honestly though, wait, no, because you said it
He left.
on 9/16/2019, Bros Inc. in the off topic talk, in the HTCG Discord server, you said, I think that TCG scene weirdly attracts 12-year-old boys, edgy teenagers, and men with midlife crisis.
I
And-
stand by it.
No, and it's actually like really, really,
kinda
really
fair.
true. Because, and then yeah, Slothe thought he was the exception, but I feel like there is no exception. Like besides like the occasional like woman in the thing, which
There
actually
are no
in the beginning,
girls.
no,
There-
there was all of them.
Wasn't
leave.
it Rachel?
I feel
Scribbles
like
with Rachel is the only
no
female.
No, actually, there was one that was making a game about spaceships, and it
I
was
couldn't
actually a
smell it.
really fun game. It was a really fun game, but she like randomly disappeared, and I hope she's okay.
Was
She
her name
probably actually
Mozzarella
grew
Sticks?
up.
No, like it was a legitimate thing.
All right,
I
so
don't know.
real talk, what exactly, why don't we have more, and this isn't me being like, oh, we're all the girls, we're all the girls,
We're all the waifus.
where all them 2D bitches at,
2D over 3D. Let's go.
but besides us, what do you think like makes it specifically like this, like almost like a sad guy thing to do?
I feel like it's not a sad guy thing to do.
I feel
Like, I feel like-
it is.
No, it's
Well,
here's
first,
the
All right,
thing,
well,
right?
so hold
Just
on,
because
let's let
TCG
Mozz say first.
My bad.
just
Okay.
because, right? I feel like it's not like a sad. I feel like we're just more prone to be doing these things because it's more of like playing like games like Pokemon and things like that are honestly more of like a male thing to do, and so
They kinda
why?
did target
I-
both
Like
male
I'm trying to
and-
like
Yeah,
open this up. Why is that?
I like it's the same reason that like they used to try to target video games only to boys as well. Like I
That's-
feel like these things are just generally more appealing to
That
boys for
was
some reason.
That was a weird thing because like originally it was branded as like family content, and then when they kind of had to make a choice about like how they wanted to
But-
brand, they leaned towards boys.
But here's the thing, right? Is that like Pokemon, right? I feel like a lot more men are interested in things like Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh.
Men.
As
if we can call them that.
No, but I feel like
that's close enough.
Well, no, because
Wait.
like you said, so like the 12-year-olds, right? The 12-year-olds that are in the community are the ones who see people, so they're looking up trading card game videos, maybe like Pokemon trading card game videos and stuff like that, because they're into that. And then they see things like Chaos Galaxy, and then like, hey, you know what? This doesn't seem so hard, so they try it. And then I feel like for older people, like the edgy teens, it's like a way to like express yourself, sort of, if that makes sense. Like it's a way to like put some of your work like out there, because that's something that like a lot of people want to do. And then as for like the midlife crisis men, like Astrum Cross,
Sinfinite.
Hey, can I say something?
No, Sinfinite is the exception.
So the thing that you said that there's not that much girls. There is another one who still does what she does.
Who?
I think it's called Domhan Rhapsody.
Oh, Domhan Rhapsody. Actually,
that's
that's a good one.
Yeah, that's a girl. Oh my god.
You didn't know that? No, because remember she had like a feminine.
Is run by a girl?
She had like a feminine character, like a feminine guy character in like the game, and someone like flipped out about it, and I felt really bad.
I thought it was a guy doing it.
Have you not seen her videos?
No, that's why all the art is a little bit feminine. And I'm not saying like, oh yeah, all the art is so feminine. I don't mind it, but I feel like that's definitely the case, because I feel like it's easier for women to draw more feminine things and men to draw more masculine things in general.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like it's easier to draw something that relates to your own gender for some reason.
Yes, I feel like it.
Personally, I find it a lot funner to draw girls than guys.
I wonder why.
Of course you would.
Because it's fun. Ugly men is reality, but drawing an ugly woman is just like I don't know what's entertaining
Also,
about it.
I want to answer Cards at Home's question.
Yeah.
What is a girl? Well, it's a legendary Pokemon that we've yet to see. That is a girl.
Especially
so basically they have like a special ability.
Oh,
and it's the
Devil Stand.
It's the special ability to make you do whatever they want.
Yep.
They control you.
No.
They control you with their mind control. Just ask Mango.
I thought it
Mango, is it true?
I thought it was flail around like on the soccer field. Have you ever seen women's sports?
But is Mango, is that true?
Yes, I'm sexist. No.
Yeah, this is true.
I'm gonna get this out of the way.
Usually, how
I
it
don't
goes
like
is
them.
they walk up to you. Girls usually
Girls can
walk up
double
to you.
I just like look through my blinds as like joggers are running by. I don't like them. I don't like them in my town.
They're pestilence.
They're a pestilence to society.
Look at them with their bounciness
According to
and
Lego
their...
games, yes, girls can jump higher. Bruh!
Can they really? No.
Yes.
Yeah.
No. That started in Lego Indiana Jones, where the female characters could jump the highest.
Dude, I hated that though.
Why?
No, you will not, because sadly,
that's sexist.
You
can't hate that.
As a small child, you don't want to be playing as a girl in a video game.
Yeah, but hear me out. As a small child who is a girl, it feels good that like the girl characters can do things that the boy characters can't. Do you get me? And
then the main character of the video game is a boy character.
Yeah, but you always have like a female character running around with you.
Wait,
because...
can I ask something though?
Yeah.
So
no, you can't.
Why is it that this sort of stuff is automatically like it's a guy thing? Like
I don't
like when
know.
they targeted it, they started targeting only 2 guys and stuff like that.
Like,
I see with art too. Like for some reason, when it comes to just like when I see children's toys, the more creative type stuff, more artistic type of things are targeted towards girls, but you don't really see that with boys as well.
Because girls are just more creative in general. No, I feel like
we're gonna start a race war. We're gonna start a sex war. in the comment section. I
Let's
swear.
go for it.
It's
There
what
is-
no, it's what happened. No, it's the natural appeal of certain things to each gender, and obviously there's like exceptions to it. You know what I mean? But like I feel like some things are definitely more appealing to women than they are to men, and some things are more.
I feel like this is a conversation that we can't accurately represent because I know there are a lot of people who disagree with that point. I don't disagree with that point, but I know there are a lot of people nowadays who disagree with that point. And
Well,
I mean,
it depends on if you're going by gender being something. Okay, never
there's only
mind.
two genders.
Nope. Okay, so if we go by just people who say, well, the reason girls like these things and the reason boys like these things is because social constructs, and we force these things on our children. But like,
Well, that is somewhat true. It is somewhat based on culture. I feel like it's also just the appeal of certain
concepts.
certain concepts
So
and
why
certain like ideas.
So why does so if you're saying that girls tend to lean towards more creative things, why on earth is the HTCG community not filled with girls? Like, I mean, obviously we could be repelling them. We could be like
because
It's because of the way I
There's-
think that it was
it's-
targeted and
like,
marketed.
but it trickles down though. It trickles down a little because it goes. You don't go making an HTCG because you want to make one. You make one because you like. You don't just think, "Hey, I should make a card game" without liking card games.
Mhm.
That would be like one of the old people. Oh yeah, video games cause police brutality, and then making a video game.
But video
You know what I
games
mean?
do cause police brutality.
Video games totally cause police
Have you ever
brutality.
seen like one of those?
Video games causes asthma.
You ever seen like
Gender-
one of those cop videos?
Video
And it's
games
just this
cause
horrible, gruesome
genocide.
scene, but then they pull like an Xbox controller out of the victim's pocket. And it's like, yep, he was a gamer.
Bro, official cards at
Gender.
home. He's a genius. Gender is a
Gender
social construct made by the government,
so
they can control you and steal your V-Bucks for the total victory.
We need him on here. We need him on here next time as a guest. I swear.
Oh my gosh, I need cards at home. I need you on here, dude. Like
Cards at
legit.
home, like
Birds
come
are
on,
made
man.
by the government. Not all birds, just pigeons and like ducks.
Like
Actually,
you were totally
the-
great having you
Only
on the contest that you did for my
flightless
channel.
birds are
It was
made by the
great.
government.
Wait, guys, listen though. The birds actually have my social security number.
Do you believe pigeons exist?
No, they're a social construct.
But like, have you ever seen?
Pigeons
Made by the
do,
government.
but they're just fake.
Yeah,
Like they're robots.
Okay, guys,
They
you know
are
what
so
time it
bold.
is.
because. Okay, but hold on. I know. I figured it out how they reproduce. Before we get back on topic, they replicate. They split down the middle, and then they like that. Well, nobody's listening.
Interesting concept. Interesting concept.
I've seen the satellite footage. The reason they hide so high up on the gutters so that like nobody can see it, but like satellites are starting to catch it. Like if you go onto Google Images, oh my, I hate you so much. He's pissing on the podcast.
Jojo, she's a nice lady. She deserves more respect.
You're welcome.
Wait, I kind of want to. What do you
What
guys
can I
say?
say?
Everyone in the chat, can we get a JoJo mom
Jojo
in the
Mom.
chat, please?
Wait.
Can we get a
I renamed
JoJo
the
mom?
Wait, hey
podcast.
guys.
Yeah.
So the thing about, do you think people who come in and attempt to make the community mainstream hurt the community?
Whoa.
That sort of thing. That question.
Oh, you want to talk about?
Like
Okay.
every question has
Yeah.
answers
Okay,
that
so-
depend on how you look at it.
All right. So like sometimes we have these people who come into the HTCG community, and I feel like they misunderstand the culture. Do you ever feel like that? Like people come in
Yeah.
and they don't understand that we don't want to be broadcast.
Yeah,
They look at us as
Feel the
YouTubers rather than just.
Like that we're trying to make
Gaming.
it big. And I think a lot of people come into the HTCG community and go, hey, why am I not getting attention?
Mr. Monster.
Well, no. The thing is, though, right, is that as the HTCG community, we don't want to be like oh, I mean, obviously all of us want, the recognition for what we do. We don't want to be like some like big fad sort of thing.
Yeah.
We kind of want to.
Do you feel like
just do our own thing?
Do you feel like it's
people
I'm sorry.
Interrupting by too big.
I'm really bad at it. I interrupt a lot of people. It's my fault.
No, actually, it's a good thing. Keeps me on track.
No, you were talking about the point, and I was interrupting you.
No, all I was saying is that I feel like some people are like, oh, you guys need to be so more. You guys deserve like so much more popularity. But honestly, I mean, personally, I feel like we don't really need more like recognition and stuff like that, because I like it the way it is, and if we get too much recognition, it's gonna start being like more problems in the community than there are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? That's a good point. Okay. That's a fantastic dick and balls. If you drew that, I'm really happy.
I did.
That's a fantastic dick and balls. It's 1-to-1.
Let's get shut down. Show it on stream.
It's 1-to-1 with what's his name? Johnny Sins.
Okay. Back on topic, guys. We need to be vigilant.
We need to be.
What is the best trading card game? In my personal opinion, it's the Webkins trading card game.
Hold on, are we switching topic already?
No, I just forgot what we were talking about.
Oh, we were talking about people who come in and misunderstand the community. Like,
yeah, well, I feel like people do misunderstand what we do these things for. We don't make our trading card games. We want to make our trading card games because we want to make them. We don't want people coming in and being and like ruining. Because we have like an ecosystem, so it's like being like, oh yeah, look at this nice lake, and then throw like a friggin' shark into it. It's just gonna ruin it.
There's nothing wrong with like trying to get attention for it or trying to push it out there.
Well, no, but here's the thing, right?
If that's the reason why you're trying to do it, then you're probably not going to.
Well, no, that's not the problem. The problem is when you get people who want everyone else to get more recognition for what they're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why we don't want more recognition for what we're doing is because of the fact that if the community becomes too mainstream, it won't be the community anymore. Like, we have a community going, and yeah.
Like, I feel like, so here's the thing is, I think the HTCG represents
By the way, Sinfinite is like watching,
I know.
And he says, in my opinion, HTCG and mainstream TCG are entirely separate. I never understood the need for extreme recognition, but it's supposed to be a community of passion creators with passion projects, and
Oh god, he is watching. Oh my lord.
He is watching, dude. He's watching us.
He is.
I feel like
Get
it is like it is supposed to be a community. But the thing is, like we all help each other as like a community, because some of us are a lot better at certain things than others. Like some of us are really good at making like play mats, for instance, right? Or like pack art or like box art or something, and then like they give advice for.
Hey, Cogs of War, since you just joined, can we get a JoJo Mama?
Can we get it?
Get a JoJo Mama.
JoJo Mama. She's a nice lady.
She deserves more respect.
But
I'm sorry.
I feel like.
I mean, do you think we hurt ourselves though?
No.
Like,
what do you mean?
Like the community hurts itself for trying to get more recognition, trying to be more out there.
That's a question. Like, I feel like, do you think that these people who come in, they hurt it, they make it grow, or do you feel like the HTCG like recorrects itself? Like,
well, the thing is, right, is that like it's like being like, okay, I want to grow a garden, so I put all this these chemicals to make it grow, but then it grows, but it doesn't grow, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
I feel
like in that SpongeBob episode where like Sandy where Sandy has like the serum that she pours on the Krabby Patty, and it makes it like massive.
Oh my gosh.
I thought you were gonna say the TCG community or the HTCG community is basically just a couple good flowers here and there, and then you kind of just look onto the rest of the garden, and then there's weeds.
Weeds!
Cogs of War said JoJo Mama. Cogs of War said JoJo Mama.
That's actually a way better. That's a way better way.
He said JoJo.
That's a way better way to say it, though. Is that like okay? So are you willing to grow your garden by adding weeds to your garden? Like, yeah, you'll have a
Yes.
bigger garden, but is it really? It's a much worse garden.
I feel the exact same
Like-
way
Yeah.
about.
I feel like I do want more members in the community, but I don't want like
Yeah.
more weeds in the community. I'd rather have like
Yeah.
some nice stand. So like for instance,
that's exactly
Astrum
it.
Cross, he's more of like a cactus.
Cactus. Okay.
Elaborate.
I don't know, man. I'm kind of.
Hold on, wait. What was your reasoning for? Why do you say he's a cactus?
Well, yeah. Why is he a cactus?
Because he's a prick.
He's a prick. No. Oh.
I hope he doesn't watch this.
Yeah,
Dude.
I know.
Probably does. Most
Dude,
likely
I'm gonna
will.
get.
He was
I'm gonna
watching
get
the
banned.
last one.
Another
Yeah.
thing about this is I feel like I'm like so close to getting banned from the community.
I know.
Why? Wait. Well, hold on. Why is he so close to getting banned from the community?
Explain yourself.
Well, here's-
Because he's constantly harassing people. He goes
No,
in
it's
there
because-
and he goes, "Your art's garbage," and people don't know that he's joking. And he won't.
My
back
thing is
down.
though, right? Is
Cards at home, you can't have a maintained garden without pulling a few weeds here and there, though.
That sounds like racial cleansing. We can't make that analogy.
genocide.
Oh my gosh. I hated the analogy, but I kept my mouth shut. I didn't want to say
I
like
hated the analogy of I hate how he compared the community to SpongeBob episode.
and not even a good one.
That was an amazing one. Anyway, so I do feel like I am gonna get banned from the community at some point soon. I feel like the only reason I haven't is because of how
The
long I've been in the
grace
community and
of
how many
God.
people like recognize
No, it's the
me
grace
as a part
of
of the
God.
community.
There is a miracle happening every
And
day.
honestly,
Everybody's
no,
wondering
Cogs,
where all the miracles
Symphony-
are on the earth, and it's God's hand keeping Mozz in the HTCG community. He's using all his moderation powers. To
no,
to
Sinfinite
keep
though.
you spot.
He's the one that really ultimately decides that, and he's watching,
Yeah.
and he hasn't said, "Oh no, Maz, you're not close to getting." And see, that's just
Yeah.
Oversold TCG cards at home. It sounds like you're talking about Manscaped.
I thought he was talking about that. My
God damn,
But
I've
no,
heard
I just
about
I
him
do
in
feel
the
like
bush, but
I'm
you've
so close
scorched
to
the
being
earth.
banned from the community. I do have like multiple. I wasn't lying though when that I have like multiple alts in the community. I do have a lot of alternate accounts. So if I
I
do
knew
get
you did.
banned, it'll suck, but I'll still be here.
Yeah. In your own way.
Mm-hmm. Guys, do
Yeah.
you guys remember when everyone thought I was that Phoenix dude who did the pixel art?
Wait.
Oh, wait.
Because
Wait, I don't remember.
every time there's someone that's like me, everyone's like, "Oh yeah, that's his alt." So Semi, everyone thought I was
I
me and
thought
Semi
Semi
were alt.
was you too. I genuinely
And then
did.
that Phoenix dude who did the pixel art, and then that dude who had the axolotl as a profile picture, him too. And people they think that I like have that I'm like all these different people, but honestly, guys,
You're just like a gray guy who is
If I-
inactive.
did have like, let's say you did like one of my alts was active on the community, you wouldn't know that it's my alt.
All right, but were you that?
Wow, cool kid saying one of Mozz's alts is Crab Goku. You snitch.
We already knew.
Oh, yeah, I
thought-
knew that. Yeah.
Snitch.
I didn't.
I say it all the time. I make jokes about being Crab Goku, like suddenly. I'll just be like, oh yeah.
I thought you just literally
Rem-
changed your name. Because you change your name all the time.
I do change my name all the time. And actually, people
I
wonder
just
why
spelled deserve wrong. I'm an idiot. Sorry for interrupting you.
I
spelled
I I change my name a lot, so that way, because I do have a
Yo,
few
mama.
friends that are they're a little too much for me, and then so basically I just change my name a lot, and then no one knows who I am anymore. It helps me weed out the fake friends.
Yeah.
I'm one of those fake friends, but at least I'm honest.
Same.
Yeah, we were never really friends.
Ooh.
All right. I don't know where else to put this meme in the HTCG Discord, so I'm just gonna put an off-topic talk. There we go.
All right.
I want to see what this is.
Mama.
That one.
So like, what else you guys want to talk about?
Jojo Mama. She's a nice lady. She deserves more respect. We gotta say that at the beginning of every podcast now.
I
No.
don't want to.
Me neither.
I want to.
Jojo
end
Mama.
it with
She's a
that.
nice lady. She
A
deserves more
nice
respect.
lady.
I feel like.
Can we
that's
all
really
say that at once? Listen, all of us need to say this at once.
3, 2, 1. Jojo
Jojo
Mama.
Mama. She's a nice lady. She
Nice
deserves more
lady.
privilege in
respect.
She deserves
society
more
that no one else
respect.
does.
Piss. Okay, so back on topic.
So
Yeah. So
like the
I
whole
love
thing
how-
about the like just to touch down on something that we said, I think the good thing about us being a small community, and one of the reasons that we are a community, is we'd rather surround ourselves with people who understand the culture and who can critique
Exactly.
and be supportive from that angle. Whereas most
Yeah.
of the
That's-
world would look at us and go, "What the heck are these losers doing?" Like I feel
Actually, that's something that I struggle with. Is that like a lot of friends don't really care about like the whole trading card game things. So it's like you gotta find people who are. So
Yeah.
like, but it's also very inspiring to see things like Cogs of War seems to be doing like really great with the pumping content out and stuff like that.
what is premium crafted? Because people are talking about it in the
Oh my god.
okay.
Premium,
Is that a
What, the
conversation
community?
starter?
premium crafted TCG thing?
What is
That-
premium craft?
Mango, what is it?
I feel like you guys were talking about that split that Scott from Luminescent Souls did. He had his own. Created a whole new community
Oh
just
yeah.
Yep.
just for card games that for HTCGs that look like they're that look more. I don't know. What would you say? What's the
They
word?
look more professional, maybe.
Yeah, more professional.
They're like above average. I don't know.
feel
I
like
never
that's
really
the
liked
elitist
Luminescent
thing
Souls.
to do.
It
Like,
is, and
'cause
then the
here's the
thing
thing, though.
is, there's nothing wrong with Wrath, of course, but his game is in there, and if we're going by art, then his art does not really fit that. So
But-
I don't even get it.
but like, so here's the thing:
Well-
is I feel like it's really elitist to feel like that you need to create a community to go, oh, delete all out the rabble, the
Yeah.
people who aren't as good as making the card games, and people like me who have a good art style and who have experience with this kind of stuff. I don't know. Like that wouldn't be something
Yeah.
I would
But
be.
listen. I think that like I never really liked Illuminate Souls, and that's like basically one of the reasons why is
Okay.
like
But like, yeah,
that-
seriously, his view, not to like bring up views because we were just talking about it, like that it's not important. I think he gets like 12 views a video. I don't think people are watching
Yeah.
him anymore.
I just
They
you
get
see, the thing
big
is, right, is
after
that he
like a week. They get more.
when
Oh,
and
never
then,
mind,
and
I'm
then he like
sorry.
left the community and like, had it.
Yeah. Why did he leave the?
I
I don't know. And to be honest, dude, he doesn't even really like let anybody know if he uploaded or not.
Mm.
He doesn't really talk.
Like this is where we're all at, and if you feel like, oh, I'm
And
too
didn't
good for
Tail
you
Sweet do a
guys,
similar
I'm going
thing?
to make my own server. I can understand being in both, but like, I don't know, like
didn't
you
Tail
feel like-
Sweet do something similar?
Tail Sweet, of
The what?
course. Tail Sweet
What happened?
Whatever
went,
happened to
went
that guy?
crazy.
Why do you go crazy?
Honestly, I feel like Tail Sweet and Luminescent Souls were like the only people who I started beef with that like I actually really didn't like. Like Fish and Essence, like I used to mess with Fish and Essence, but like I still thought he would like I still respected him. And same thing with Astrum Cross. Like I make all these jokes like Astrum Cross, Astrum. You know, I don't really mind the guy. I don't
like
really
both
know
of
much
them.
about him.
Yeah.
But I just and then like Slothe as well. Like I honestly I really like his games and stuff like that and his art style, and I respect that. And I respect him.
We need to get him on the podcast.
Yeah, but I feel like sometimes like there are people who have this way of being like, okay, well, I don't like this community the way it is now. I have to change it. And I feel like if you're coming in here trying to like change the community, like go find your own community.
Yeah, I don't think come into the community, and so that's the thing is you can't come from the outside and go, ew, look at this dirty little thing, this thing that I don't like. I want you guys to change it for me.
Exactly.
Because
I feel like
we're a community because we like it the way it is. And not everybody likes the way it is. Sometimes we bring up like, oh, this community is going downhill, that kind of thing.
But I feel like it's like a sort of like the community. Like we all help each other out. We all like respect each other like that. And I think that like it's a nice like thing for support with your game and for like actually constructive criticism, which I'm not gonna get into. We don't need to get into constructive criticism, but you can get actually like constructive criticism from there. And I feel like you can like it's a nice resource to use as a trading card game creator.
Yeah.
But I feel like when people come in and they try to change it because it's not like the communities that they used to, it's like go back to the communities that you're used to. If you feel like ours needs to change, just like you can't just go into a community and expect them all to like bow down to you.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Because
yeah.
you're like
I don't,
there-
think,
than-
I don't
is
think
there-
people do that. I think, I don't know what makes that kind of thing tick. What makes that kind of thing happen?
and I also feel like anybody who like thinks that they're better than somebody else, like really, if you think you're better than someone, then you're actually like worse than them for thinking that you're better than them.
Hell yeah,
Oh,
I'm better
sorry.
than all.
Wait. I'm sorry. Hold on. Cool kid, I'm sorry. Yeah, Tell Sweet is not a he. It's a they them.
It is they them.
Oh,
Yes.
those sweets are they them? I did not know that.
Oh, you
my
didn't know
God.
that, Sloth? Oh,
You didn't know that.
Here's the
you
story,
uncultured
Sloth.
swine.
Here's a story, Sloth.
They talked about it all the time.
Oh.
Why? Why do you keep doing this? Why? Why do you keep making this meme?
Oh wait, let me ask something. Is there besides Scott, has anyone ever tried doing this again, like splitting the community?
I felt like Diamond was doing it, but okay, so he did not. Let's just preface this. This was my original thought, not what it actually was. So he was like adding everybody, saying, get on my HTCG server. It's going to be the new server. And I was like, guys, we can't do this. We can't like say my server is going to be better, this and that. And it was about when Mind Flayer was shutting down the thing. But,
Yeah, so he did it to like keep the community like alive
yeah,
without.
that I very much respect. Absolutely.
Honestly,
Yeah,
I feel like it's like it almost would be better to just have like a soft reset of the community where like any like
Yeah.
active members just go to like a separate thing.
I don't.
I don't know. I feel like a soft
I feel
reset.
like
of
we had a
community would be
soft
great.
reset already. We had a soft reset when Mind
Yeah,
Flayer
we did.
handed over the reins.
Yeah, but we still
to,
have all
our
these
own
inactive
favorite
members
Symphony.
just sitting there.
But
And
That
I'm
doesn't
one
matter.
of them. Oh yeah.
yeah, there you are. We're both. I think both. I feel like I'm an inactive member. I say something every once in a while. But
I feel like I am
Actually,
too.
You're not an inactive member. I feel like members are people that like actually haven't updated the things in a while. And so like that's the other point of it is like when does like a channel need to get weeded out from the server? And I feel like
when does there need to be a cleansing?
I feel like they I feel like there should be cleansing
Yeah, like
of
a pure and like. I get what you're
No,
saying.
I feel like
Heil Hitler. Is
I
that what you're saying?
no, I feel like we should cleanse the channel.
Act like I did not say that.
Say what?
Hell,
Heil Hitler.
wait, can we have a moment of silence? Wait, guys,
Yeah.
can we have a moment of silence for our Lord and Savior, Lord Sinfinite?
Yeah.
All right.
And what is that?
All right, there we go.
Yeah. That's it.
That's it.
Honestly, though, I feel like Sinfinite does a much better job than Mindful. player
hell yeah.
in
He
running the
does,
community,
yeah.
but also
but-
in like not displaying like this, like, oh yeah, I run the server, so I'm better than everyone. Because he said that too. He said, I don't try to be better than anyone, even though I'm overlord of the Discord server. I praise in treating everyone at the same level, and it's so true because like honestly, like he's not really like above anyone else. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that way. I don't feel Mind Flayer felt like he was above us, but I feel like he felt like the community was immature. He did not.
I feel like no, but I feel like the way that he ran it made like him like at the top, and everyone else like was below him like systematically.
Yeah.
I
feel like the new way that the community is, everyone gets their fair share of.
Whether or not you
I think I almost got banned
Huh?
once because I think I almost got banned when Mind Flayer was Overlord because I made one little joke.
Mind Flayer was that way. Like he would let something go on for far too long, but then somebody would say one thing, and then.
But the other thing is that Mind Flayer.
How dare you?
Yeah.
But
I feel like
he just saw a furry or something.
I'd say great offense. I myself am a furry.
I totally feel like Sinfin is doing a much better job at running the community.
I think so.
Because the thing is he's actually working the community.
Oh yeah.
Like he's fixing up the server and stuff like that.
And Mind Flayer, I feel like he
wasn't active enough as a server owner, and then all of his admins were like, once again, I feel like his admins, the way that the admins were picked was like sort of biased.
All right, so I want to just for 1 second, just I want to mention this. For nobody who knows, because I give Mind Flayer a massive pass. Mind Flayer
had his own stuff, right?
He was going through some garbage. I don't want to say the wrong information, but this is what I think I remember.
No,
I think his wife passed away. Yeah.
But the thing is, though, right?
And us being immature and constantly causing trouble, it was not something that he needed. Whatever it was, I think I remember he lost somebody. Somebody passed away in his family, and it was destroying him. And the community, being the way it is, the community did not change, I don't think. But I think all of a sudden that emotional pressure, and I know what kind of dark place that is, and having other people being their normal annoying selves can all of a sudden seem like heinous all of a sudden. And I feel like that kind of weight was on Mind Flayer, and that we were constantly putting pressure on him. I'm glad he stepped down specifically for the health of the community and for his health. And I fully support him coming back to the community when he's ready.
I hope he's doing okay right now.
Yeah, I hope he is too.
Yeah, me too.
He did this one thing. He got mad when we put Fs in the chat, and it was like, okay, he also doesn't understand that. So that's another thing, is he's a little older, so he doesn't understand the culture that goes behind what it means putting F in a chat. That kind of thing. Yeah. And you can call that immature, and I think you wouldn't be wrong for calling it immature. But in the same way, if everybody's putting F in the chat, they're not even just saying put F in the chat, everybody's just typing F, that kind of thing. It's all just, I don't know.
But like Sinfinite said, he is a great guy, and he was the one who started all of this. And so I do respect him for that.
We don't have this community like the server without him. As
an owner of the server, as the person who was running it, he was not doing a fantastic job at it, and that's just fact. But that doesn't make him a bad person. He just wasn't necessarily cut out for running it. You know what I mean?
I feel like he was doing a good job for a while. I felt like
he was, but
and then I'd like to trace this back to Me 6. When the second that thing got added, that's when everything went downhill, and I think that's when everything went down for him too. That's why he was adding Me 6, so he didn't have to constantly monitor the community. And I think we had a gross misunderstanding of what was going through his head, and I feel like he felt like we were all collectively being pissy at him, and we were. But I don't know. I wish we could have done it.
Not everyone likes to be censored that way.
Yeah. No, I didn't like being censored. I didn't like Me6 telling me I couldn't type in too many caps. I didn't like Me6 saying, "Oh, you've typed too quickly. You can't type another thing." Yeah. But
no, I feel the same way.
And I didn't like that everybody was spamming the level thing. Like,
I'm sorry for that, honestly.
Yeah.
I've been. I mean, me and Brozink, he joined like 2 days before I did, or something like that. Like, so we've basically been in the server
we were like basically from the beginning of the server.
And I feel like we've basically been. Well, honestly, like I feel like we've been through like the stages of the community like together.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like we've both been at like like all the ends of it, and like the reason that I was spamming the level thing, like I've been to the I've been in the community since I was like 12. How many years ago did it start? Like 2, 3. The server at least 2 years. Yeah, so I was like I was 12. I was like 12 and a half. So I feel like at the time, like even now I'm a bit immature, but like I feel like with a lot of the things though I feel like with a lot of these things I was I feel like I've like annoyed everyone. How everyone thinks of me the way I was 2 years ago and not the way that I am.
Yeah.
Because I definitely did get a lot better. But I feel like also like I kind of respect the Horizon TCG maker because of I feel like honestly like one time you were making jokes. I think it was about genocide or something like that or racism. Yeah, and then but you were saying that like it's better to laugh at it than to get upset about it. And it kind of gave me like a whole new philosophy.
So if you say, "Oh, he was making jokes about genocide," if you put it that way, that sounds really bad, and I probably did. Like, it depends on the context of the joke. I probably did make a joke. I probably made a Holocaust joke. And okay, so before that sounds really bad, I'm Jewish. Okay, I'm
out
Jewish.
of the car you go.
You goy.
Throw him overboard.
But no, what I'm saying though is that you did give me a new outlook on a lot of things.
That was something before my dad passed away. That was something that he'd always say is if you're not laughing, you're crying, and that's something my mom started saying because my brother started having medical problems, and it was just something like, you know what, you need to stop. Just pitying yourself and just start to understand the cruelty of comedy, I guess. If you
what happened with me is that like literally like all of my family members are dying like multiple a year now.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting to the point where it is a bit depressing, but I think like one of the things is it's just like, why get upset about it? Like, why bother? Right? Because like if you get upset about it, you mope around, you get all miserable, then it's not gonna better them anyway. It's not gonna better anyone.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? There's no point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This got a little bit depressing.
So I
Let's
just want
make
to
it more depressing.
Mind Flayer, if you ever see this podcast, hear this podcast, this is my apology to you for ever making your job harder than it had to be.
I feel like I would apologize, but I was like an immature 12-year-old, so you can't really blame me.
I totally
And I can't. Like, you were like an immature 20-year-old, so...
I still am. But
boo-hoo.
Or just poopy stinky.
Anyone remember the community game though? Like how I feel like a community card game. I feel like the idea is good. I feel like
it's a great
the
idea, but it's
there.
a horrible concept to all collaborate on because nobody can agree on anything.
Yeah.
No, nobody can't agree on anything. That's why I feel like if we were to ever do a community card game, we'd have to be like, okay.
Yep.
So someone comes up with like the rules for it, and everyone just makes cards.
Yeah, I feel like that's what
like
has
any
to happen.
collaborative TCGs. Any collaborative TCGs, though, have you guys ever seen one that actually works?
Wasn't there an escape or something like that they made? How did that ever turn out?
In
I
what
don't
way,
think-
Slothe? Hold on. In what way am I telling the community to buzz off, but telling you to stay?
Like, okay, listen. There's other creators in the HTCG community,
Yeah.
and here I am with a person who doesn't even have card game videos on their channel anymore.
Who?
Me.
But like, okay, so here's the thing: is the reason I. Yeah, you say it about. You say it about. I told people in the comments to buzz off. I see what you're saying. But yeah, I do want to have guests on. I really do. Me being a hypocrite. Let's call that. Let's call that image that. Okay. I've been cycling images through the podcast.
No.
So, like, question: whatever happened? What's his name? Who's that guy who used to do TCG News?
Oh,
Peter
was
James?
that Bohemian Rhapsody?
Whatever happened to him?
Doman Rhapsody?
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
That's my favorite trading card game. My favorite thing about the cards are that they're in the 1980 by 1020 resolution.
You're about to die.
Somebody, it might have been Doman Rhapsody, but somebody did TCG News. Like, and not...
TCG News, TCG News, TCG News.
Let's get right into
the news.
Today
I'm
I've
with
got
you.
Rice Gum talking about why he
He isn't a real Asian.
yeah, I just feel like the Chinese
Yellow
people are dirty, and you know, I just don't want
You
to
have
be
to have
Asian
really
anymore.
bad mic quality too.
Yellow face.
Just like talking like really close like this, you know.
Yeah.
Dude, honestly,
Yeah.
I feel like every HTCG collaboration is doomed to fail. And do you know why?
Okay, if there are only like a few people working on it, it could work out.
No,
Like-
I've done a million. Me and Galactica and Riptide were doing Food Fight, and that didn't work. And honestly, it was a collective failure. But I feel like the thing about it is, right, is that like I kind of lost interest in the project, and then Riptide kind of disappeared. And then so was me and Galactica, and he was trying to make the cards, and I was trying to figure stuff out. But then when it came time to implement like the different mechanics, we didn't know what to do because they like Riptide had like a ton of ideas from, and we didn't know we were supposed to implement them because we didn't know what like he meant by like certain things. And like so he had a mechanic where it was like, oh yeah, so like the card expires after so many turns, it has like an expiration date, and I didn't do it properly.
Like food.
But I also
What?
feel like I've done like a lot of collaborative ones. Me and Semi were working on a robot one before Symphonite was even born. And actually,
Infinite's like 85.
Symphonite, isn't he like?
He's
only
had already
30?
like 3 midlife crises. That's why he's so good at making his game.
Jesus Christ.
He's 30.
Sinfinite, you old, my guy?
He's old.
You old, my
He's
guy, dude.
He's only 30. Nah, Symphonite's only 32. He's like
He's 3 decades old.
Symphonite.
Oh, we
I
love
love
you,
you,
Gods
man.
of War. We love you, Symphonite. Keep doing everything that you're doing. God bless.
God bless America.
No, we're not talking about Hearthstone again.
Shut
Wait,
up.
actually,
What?
you know what though? Me and Cool Kid are actually we're doing like a little thing, and it's
Are
like
you?
okay, try to make a card game in like a week.
Is that why he won't leave us alone?
No, but we're supposed to be doing a thing like, oh, try to make a card game in a week, and
We're not going to talk about Hearthstone again.
You know what?
Nobody-
What more do you want?
Why don't we just
Nobody-
issue that challenge across the HTCG community?
So basically, in Hearthstone.
Nobody wants to do the make a card game in a week thing. No, everyone wants to do it, but nobody actually really wants to do it. And
Because
so I'm just saying it. So like, maybe somebody watching or making the podcast will want to join. And if you do, DM me. I'll invite you to the little group chat we got going on.
I'd be willing to do
You're
it,
welcome.
but it's like I have so much going on.
bruh, yeah.
I'm not.
Dude, you really, 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 really don't even have enough time to work on Bizarre in Nature. I
Yeah.
cannot see you doing.
And he just does it
Another
and does
one.
it well.
Well, I know, but I'm saying that like, without enough time to do Bizarre in Nature, it's like, you know what? You know what I mean?
Cool kid, can we talk about Hearthstone again?
Yeah.
Let's
So that's
talk
what
about
I was yelling
Hearthstone
at him
again.
for.
Dude, I'm getting
Wow.
really tired, and I'm like, what I'm saying, and I'm dying.
Are you okay?
No, I'm just I didn't sleep good last night. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah.
Actually, you wanna know what? I'm kind of with Mozz on that one. I didn't sleep well last night either. Like, I felt
Same
really
though.
sick.
But were you guys
And then it
okay? But
turns
were you
out
guys
in
in
the
the
middle
same room?
Yes.
Great minds think alike.
But we were also like not even a foot apart. Man, we were like so close.
Two dudes chilling in a hot tub,
Ben.
5 feet apart because they're not gay. Well,
Dude.
one of them is.
I can never I thought for sure that you guys would be at least 2 feet apart, even full penetration.
No,
I was pretty sure that
just stop. Just no, please.
Mozz has
you're
typed in
wait,
the
wait.
chat,
you're
my dick is
stinky,
1 inch
you're
long.
Do you
You're
guys
not
want
supposed to say that in the
Oh,
chat.
I get it. That's why you typed it in the chat.
You weren't
You
supposed
guys
to
want
say
to talk about our
that.
games?
No, because I feel like talking about our own games is hypocritical and narcissistic. So
Okay.
How
instead,
about
what
we
we
talk
should
about
is
each other's games?
actually, I don't know if I'm supposed to talk about this, but y'all know Galactica TCG.
Yeah.
Okay.
The dude who makes it is actually pretty cool, and
Oh.
he
You're not
sent
allowed to
me.
talk
And
about this?
I don't know if I'm allowed to talk about this. I hope he like doesn't get mad that I'm talking about this. But he had this idea for a game, and he showed me one of the cards from the game. And I'm not gonna like show you guys or anything because I'm not gonna show you guys because that's like rude.
Yeah.
It's his game,
Yeah.
but it's like actually a really, really, really cool concept for a game, I think. And the card is, he was like, oh, it's too cluttered, it's too cluttered. I feel like the thing about cluttered cards is that cluttered cards are okay if the cluttering like is done correctly. And if like, but another thing that comes along with cluttered
the template
cards.
is cluttered.
Well, no, the card itself has like a lot of information on it.
Ah.
A lot of the information is, like the same types of things. So like, okay, there's like 3 different things that you get when you like kill a card or something like that. You know what I mean? So like, oh, you kill this card, you get this, this, and this. So it's like the same type of deal going on. It's just in a different spot, or like not even in a different spot. It's just like in a different like way.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, maybe he's holding something, and then you get that, and then I don't know how much it. I feel like actually off topic because I feel like this is way more better to talk about. I've actually tested Nerf guns for Hasbro multiple times. The Nerf Rival Edge series, and they did this pistol, and it was horrible. I've tested both of the Nerf Rival Edge series blasters though, and like they were like, yeah, so basically you're not allowed to talk to anyone about this. So I emailed a Nerf
Believe
news.
me, I won't. Do you think I want to? This is
Dude, I
embarrassing.
signed a contract. I signed a contract, and then I emailed the Nerf news thing and gave them information about.
Are you going to jail?
Bro, you're going to jail. You're going to jail.
Dude.
You're going to jail.
Dude, I
Why are you
actually
saying
signed a
this on
contract.
live television?
You're gonna get fat.
I
You're gonna
actually
get
signed a
fat.
contract.
The officers are gonna go.
Wait.
Fucking devour your
And-
soul. You're
Right.
Hold on, wait. Where's the story going? I want to hear the rest of this.
No, like I signed the contract, and I emailed the people about it that made the Nerf news. They didn't even talk about it because they thought I was like BSing them. And then so the time comes when more information is released about the blaster, and it turns out everything that I said was correct. So then they go over an analysis of the thing, and they use, and it was only like a picture, right? And they use exactly what I told them,
Uh-huh.
and then they don't credit me for it. And I'm kind of glad that they didn't credit
that's
me
a good
for it.
thing.
But no, man, they
That's
waited,
like
and
getting
then they.
that's like getting on a phone call with the police and going,
Hey, yo, don't tell nobody, but I'm pretty sure the upstairs neighbor's beating his wife to death again. Yeah, I'm really worried about this.
Fun
It's like,
fact.
well, who is this? And
Wait.
and then
Fun
you
fact.
see it on the news, and they're like, and the witness remained unnamed. Hey, I turned him in.
Cards at
No,
home.
no,
Free our
listen to
boy
this,
Mozz. Hashtag release the contract.
No, actually, though, guys, when I used to live in like an apartment before I got like this humongous house, epic.
Epic.
Yeah, the people beneath us got robbed.
yeah, that'll happen.
They got pistol whipped.
All right, so are you guys okay with like a maybe a little bit? I'll just tell the story. No consent here.
No consent. I don't consent to this already.
I don't believe in it.
Where are you going with this?
All right, so this is a neighbor story. Gosh,
What is that cat?
what is that? All right, so
Joe Mom.
Sloth is taking a shower apparently. So
Bye,
why
bro.
did you bring the microphone in the shower?
Guys, next podcast, I swear,
Uh-huh.
I will take a shower on.
I'm gonna send bros a gift.
No, stop. So, so there was this one time I was just in the bathroom, and I could hear
I
my
like
next
where
door
this is going
neighbors.
already.
I could hear my next door neighbors arguing, and the boyfriend and the girlfriend are arguing
Yep.
like crazy, and this
That's why you're small.
and this woman is screaming at the top of her lungs like
Mariah Carey.
like that kind of stuff, like I'm taking the kids, this and that, and then
My name is Karen.
no, and then she goes, and then she yells at him and calls him Lewis, and then he goes, Lewis, who's Lewis? And she's like, I don't feel safe here. And he's like, no, tell me who Lewis is. And I'm sitting there just in the bathroom, just like
snap.
eyes wide,
Dudes.
listening as
Wait.
this conversation turns.
Guys,
Yeah.
there was like a really creepy bang on my window, I think.
Okay.
This is like insanely creepy.
Get the shotgun.
Is it Squidward with bloody eyes?
No, but like something just hit my window. For real.
Get the shotgun.
Is it Jason the Killer?
Shut up. Dudes, if I die on stream, will we get more
We'll
views?
tell your story, my guy. Yes.
Thank you. Tell my mom that I hate her.
Oh God.
I'm just kidding. I love you, Mom.
Right away.
Do I have permission to do what I? Oh.
Go on.
Necrophilia.
No, he said he was gonna ask if he had permission to take your mom's hand in marriage when you die, because then she wouldn't. She
No
wouldn't
way,
be
I don't
bound
need
by
your consent.
contract anymore. She wouldn't be bound by contract anymore if you were dead.
Oh, you're in goal.
Dudes, oof, I'm like dying.
You guys want to
here.
ask the viewers questions and stuff?
I feel like the
Or like ask
podcast,
them, like tell them to ask us.
we were like doing really good for like the first 2 hours,
Yeah.
and now we're just
Hold
We're just,
on.
like,
done.
doing our thing.
So hear me out.
Wait,
The
wait,
podcast
guys.
has been 2 hours.
Guys, Cool Kid asked me what I sing in the shower, and so I'm gonna give you guys a little excerpt of shower songs with Mozz. Seek ye first the kingdom of God and His righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
God bless you.
Yo, mama.
Shut up, Megan.
Price,
Jesus,
Jesus, price, Jesus, praise the Lord.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, guys. Wait, guys. You need to hear song 2.
Okay.
Just as I. So, ma.
God bless.
Yo, mama. She's a nice lady. She deserves more respect.
Yo, mama.
Do you guys want to hear my favorite shower song, though?
Sure.
Like, my ultimate top 10
Yeah.
of.
I don't sing in the shower. I scream in the shower.
Are you sure?
Yes.
You know, I feel like there's going to be a problem with my future videos with people just commenting JoJo Mama.
Wait. We just dropped that. We no longer likes. We just went down to 5.
Whoa, what? Yeah, we
Yeah.
just dropped a like. Somebody disliked
Oh
this.
my god.
Tail Sweet, is that you? I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, my guy.
I'm sorry, dude.
My boy.
Oh my gosh. So I've got this great thing. So I saw this post that this guy was non-binary. So this person's non-binary. No. Yeah, it's hilarious already. No, this person was non-binary, and he was they were telling the story of how their professor was asking them, "Oh, well, what are your preferred pronouns?" And this person, out of instinct, accidentally goes, "Ya boy," and so now this professor is referring to them as "ya boy." So, like, say their name was Kyle, or just like, "Ya boy poses an interesting question."
That's amazing.
It works so much, and he's like, and now I know. They're like, now I don't know what to do. And somebody like comments like,
I fail to see the problem.
we went up a like. Somebody liked it again.
Finally.
Seriously, what the heck happened? I feel like there's somebody just with their mouse over the like button, just like.
Yeah. Ooh. Am I gonna like it? I got you.
I think we should all sing. We should all sing a song, one at a time.
Okay.
Guys,
Yeah,
Starting.
I've got a confession to make.
You're gay. I knew it.
I'm your fool.
No, it's that I gotta go like right now.
Oh.
But before I leave,
Oh.
before I
okay.
leave, 1 second, guys.
Yeah.
He's gonna pee.
Yeah.
I bet. Guarantee you.
Yeah.
He's
100%.
gonna take a
He's
piss.
gonna take a piss.
AlphaWookiee, you went up in sub. You did, dude. You have 93 subs right now.
What?
All right, here we go, bros.
Yo.
Check this out. Phoebe, make noise. Make noise, Phoebe.
There you go. I made noise.
No, Phoebe, the dog.
Oh, okay.
Phoebe, come on. Noise,
I just heard licking.
brat. Okay, she's not making noise. Well. All right, guys, I gotta go. So see yas.
Yeah, dude. It was good. It's good having you on the podcast. I'm really glad we can make it work. Ah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was cute.
Wait,
So
are we looking at it? What happened?
No,
What is cute?
the noise.
I didn't hear
Jojo
anything.
Mama.
Jojo Mom.
Jojo Mama.
Mama.
She's a nice lady. She deserves more respect.
Mom. Alright,
God,
so
what a guy.
is there anything you want to talk about, or do you want to end it?
Yeah, I think we're probably gonna end it here. Yeah, we did a good job, Mozz. Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Dude, okay, so hey, for like 3 minutes, sure. So if you guys have anything you guys want us to talk about, any questions, any like topics you guys want us to talk about in the next podcast, besides Jojo Mama, you can add us on
Jojo
the
Mama.
Jojo Mama.
Mama.
She's a nice
She's a nice
lady.
lady.
She deserves more respect.
Yeah. This is so awkward. This isn't awkward at all.
Yeah, Cool Kid, you were here. Dude, Cool Kid was here all the way.
Yes, he was. Thank you, Cool Kid. Thank you, Cards at Home, for being here. I heard what does it say? Phoebe?
Phoebe.
And way too much Phoebe and way too much wet slapping in the same sentence.
Oh. I thought that web slapping was the gift you sent me.
What? You know what? Let me send you some gifts real quick.
No! Sin Mango keeps sending me porn every time we do this.
No, I don't.
I've got this.
Only
Yes!
porn I've sent was a meme of a guy eating a donut in Raven. That is it.
You also sent in full-on eye penetration.
You guys, first of all, you asked for that.
Not thinking it was a
I can
thing.
find.
Not thinking it was a thing. I'll put.
You
know
told
what?
me to look it up.
I will post the footage. I swear
me-
to God, I will post the footage, and everyone will see. Everyone will see the truth. You'll be outcast from the community. Mark my
I go
words, San
I go
Mango.
into I go into the server, they just like shun me. Be gone, Satan! Back to the depths of hell where you belong.
Advanced pants.
Brutal.
Yeah. Hold on.
Oh my god, Cool Kid. Wait, porn where? Don't worry, my guy. I'll send you some
No.
guys eating donuts.
Advanced.
It's a quality meme. It's a quality meme. You can't say it's not.
You can't, honestly. It's
Like that's totally that
It-
meme is smooth.
it's
Honestly,
extremely funny.
it's very relatable.
Like anybody who wants to hear a porn meme, if you know those exist, it's this guy filming the porn, and he's
You know
in the
what?
middle
I'll
of-
send it for you. I'll send it into the HTCG server and get banned.
No!
I'll send it in the HTC. You know what? First, I'll send it to Cards at Home.
Yeah,
you know what?
he'd be okay with that.
He'd be okay. So just let me get us. Oh no, that's not what I meant to do. Oh, I just sent him BBC. That was a joke. I did not do that.
Okay.
Don't you hate when you're trying to send a gift and they won't load, so you can't find it? I found it. I found it. Hopefully he opens it around people, and they shun him. Who else would like the gift of a man eating a donut?
Please. Don't do this.
I think Angel of would you like a gif of somebody eating a donut?
No.
No. What's wrong with the little BBC? Well, I mean, first of all, it's fake news,
It's also okay. So she'll kill me to tell the story, but I'll tell it anyway. So my friend Emily. So the way our friendship started, like when I knew that we were best friends, it was like day 2 of like knowing this chick, and she gets up in my face like, "You want to see a picture of my big black cock?" And like before I can say anything, she shoves her phone in my face, and it's her pet rooster. And she's like,
she has a pet rooster.
she has a pet rooster.
She has a pet rooster.
A big black cock. But so here's the thing: is eventually that joke picked back up where I would send her quote unquote dick pics. So
Oh my god. You sent her dick pic.
No, quote unquote dick pics.
Oh, so
Not really dick pics, but like so at one point I shoved a Wiimote in my pants and like poked it out the zipper, like, and I sent that to her. And then I just kept sending like stupid non-dick pics to her, and her boyfriend was getting pissy about it, like actually mad. And she's like, he's not doing anything, it's harmless. And he's like, yeah, but he's the kind of guy who would spontaneously send you dick pics. And I was in the car, and I sent her
while they were just arguing.
I was in the car when that argument was happening, and while it was happening, I kept sending her more. And then she'd go, oh, babe, he actually did send me a dick pic this time. And he leans and he goes, what? And she puts it in his face, and I've like sent her like the logo, the DIC channel. and he's like, don't you ever do that to me again. And she's like, I'm sorry, babe. And he's like, no, you don't understand, this is serious. And I've continually send her, like, when I find more images that just like drastically like in any way, shape, or form just like basically scream dick without it being a dick pic, I do send it. So like I've sent her the BBC channel logo before. Mm-hmm. I've also sent her an image of Moby Dick. Yeah. But like you gotta get elaborate. What's going on? Damn, both of those donut holes just being dug into. I'm sorry, too soon. What?
I sent him the gift.
Oh. I don't know.
Angel.
I'm starting to do things to just make her boyfriend mad on purpose, because I feel like he's getting to the point where he's jealous of our relationship.
Oh my god.
No, so like, when we were first best.
Go in for the sweep then, bro.
Huh?
Let your mom get disrespected. It's
No,
okay.
no, not even remotely close.
You want to tell them about what that means, by the way? Letting your mother be disrespected.
No, you can read between the lines. Oh yeah, I've sent her a picture of what's his name? I forgot his name.
send her pictures of people named Richard.
Yeah. I've sent her pictures of Mel Gibson.
Who? I do not know who that is. I'm uncultured.
He's just a dick. Yeah, he's a jerk. But
okay. Gio ama.
But like, or maybe I'm thinking of the wrong guy. But regardless, when we were first like really good friends, people started saying, "Oh, look, it's the new power couple," and Emily didn't like that at all. So we just started saying that we were brother and sister, and that didn't help, by the way, because people
is Wincest.
Oh, you don't understand. So like we started saying that, and then people were like, "Oh, well, I guess it is Texas." Like,
that's beautiful.
So,
it's just
but like,
amazing.
But I've known her longer than he's known her, and I feel like sometimes he gets to the point where like, I don't know. So like, but he gets pissy sometimes. So like he tries to like just like be the most important person in the room, especially when I'm in the room.
We got another like.
Yeah.
What do you get with a dead baby and a straight edge razor? An erection.
I don't get it.
I don't either. That only happens in Alabama.
Yeah, and I agree.
You guys have any questions you want to ask? Just ask.
Yeah.
It's going to be here for a bit.
Huh?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That depends on.
I feel
on
like
bros.
I feel like we can be wrapping it up. Like,
say what?
I feel like we could probably wrap this up.
You think so?
Yeah.
I've been pretty shy this whole entire.
I know. Like, what was with that?
I'm just a shy person. I'm on the spot.
But you were not shy. The footage will get released. You were not shy when we were doing the other podcasts. You had a lot to say.
You know what? You know what I have to say to that, my guy?
What?
You really want to know?
Nah, you right. What? He left the call. He left the call. What?
Keep it safe, fam. Screw the turtles.
What? Keep it safe, fam. Screw the turtles. And social security numbers. Oh my gosh. What is acceptable? What is acceptable in the TCG community? Like, what does that mean, Angels of Renaissance?
Yeah.
What is acceptable? I feel like this podcast, we say things that are definitely not acceptable in the TCG community.
I'm just gonna like pop open this can. Real
I
quick.
said
Sorry
Heil
if it's
Hitler
loud.
at least twice. Oh man. So, are you okay with me like
about
kind of?
sexuality?
Are you okay with me like cutting up the audio from like the private sessions we did and like posting those, like getting the fun parts of the interesting parts?
Sure.
I may run it by you, like I'll private the video and like send you the link or something like that, so like you can like give me the thumbs up, like you're okay with all that info going out.
Yeah. Go ahead.
But it's like 3 hours of footage each, like to sift through. The second one that we did was hilarious, dude. Like I was genuinely enjoy listening to the second one, like while I was eating breakfast, like the other day. I forget. My bad. I won't do it again out of respect.
Wait, what happened?
Nothing. Just reading the chat. I don't know. Like we just kept just talking about stupid stuff, and it wasn't like the first time where we would talk about something stupid for like 5 seconds, and then like it's quiet for 10 seconds, and then it just kept like rapid fire. Like we kept just jumping from story to story, and we did like some role play stuff.
Wait.
That was hilarious. Like, do you know who Chris O'Neill is?
Chris O'Neill? No, I don't.
So you know that video, Leviosa?
What?
Do you know that video, Leviosa?
No, I don't.
Really? Wingardium Leviosa.
Oh, that, yeah.
Yeah, that's by.
I didn't hear you correct.
That's by Chris O'Neill, and he runs a podcast / just his Let's Play channel. Oni Plays, legendary, absolutely legendary. And what he does sometimes is like they'll just be sitting there doing video games, and he'll say to his friend like, "Hey, you be this and I'll be that. Now let's have a conversation." And that's what like kind of what I was doing was I was like, you know what? That's an interesting thing to do, is just like to break up the monotony. Instead of having like an awkward pause, we just go, okay, so act that situation out. How would you behave? And like usually it would just like get like a stupid one-liner.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
can I for Angels of Renaissance, I'm sorry to cut you off and stuff, but
no, yeah.
So he was when he asked what is acceptable on TCG, then he said would my game be considered acceptable? I think your game would be acceptable. I don't see no problem with it. I think so far whenever I see somebody say something about it, they usually say something about the size of your card, but I think that's only. Shut up!
Wow. Oh snap!
But yeah, they only complain. The only
I'm subscribed.
complaints I've seen.
I'm subscribed. I didn't know that. I see.
What, to Angels of Renaissance?
Yeah, I've seen these videos in my subscription feed and things like that. I didn't know that was Angel of Renaissance. Wow. No, I love your art, dude. Dude, you're great. Or you're great as in female. If you're a female, that's really cool. We got another one.
Yep. But yeah, the only thing I've seen people complain is the size of the cards, because they're a lot larger than what regular size trading cards are. And honestly, I don't think there's ever been really a set size that a trading card had to be.
It is poker size. It's poker size. 2x5, 2.5 by 3.5. That is your card size. You can deviate,
matter.
but don't ask what card.
Does the size matter? That's the question. I see no problem with this.
I want to feel it in my liver.
I want to feel it in my throat from the other end.
Ah, shoot, he's a guy.
Now I'm rock hard for no reason.
Are you sure about that?
Well,
Well,
there is one thing I can do.
how often do we look out for new HTCGs? Well, honestly,
I haven't watched
probably
new videos
not
in a
that
while.
much. Yeah,
I used to
same.
be crazy about that stuff. Like I would like make a point to every night, like at 9 o'clock, a few hours before I would go to bed, like just nonstop watch HTCG videos and comment and subscribe and that kind of stuff. I feel like I need to do that more, but I just don't have time with like all the homework and stuff like that with just college. Shut
thing is,
up,
though,
Cards
like-
at Home. I swear. I can't wait to have him on the podcast. I know you can get a hold of him too, so that's going to be great. I honestly would not mind if he works out just having him on the podcast all the time. But
So like, not to be weird, but like, what if he really was that ripped, like in the picture you Photoshop?
Eldritch
It's just that
Kingdom is
he yes,
like-
he is.
he's like
bro,
jacked, dude.
Bro,
I don't know how Eldritch
no
Kingdom does
homo,
it.
I'd smash.
Eldritch Kingdom, he works on his card game. He goes to the gym,
Yeah,
then does his 8-hour shift, and then comes home, and then he does it again. He's so dedicated. I don't know how he does it.
I don't even know. Do you think I've never? Okay, I don't remember exactly. I know he's ripped. I don't remember exactly what he looks like. But do you know who Corey Taylor is?
No.
Okay, I was gonna say he's the singer of Slipknot, and he has a very thick neck. So I was going to ask if he has a neck that rivals that of Corey Taylor.
Oh my gosh, he does have a thick neck.
my guy's neck is hella thick, thicker than your boy Cards at Home.
Man,
I'm trying to make this as awkward as possible.
like
But also for my answer thing, I don't usually look up HTCGs.
Yeah.
Not like I used to. Even then, I didn't really do it that much. But usually I usually find them when they're like in my face. And there's a guy recently that I think I was his first subscriber.
Mhm.
He uploaded his first like videos to the HTCG community. He has a pretty interesting game idea where I think it's there's like a field. It's kind of like a grid, and each player takes turn. No. You have two. Each player has their own side of the field, and each side has two, like a front row and a back row, and you can place cards and kind of like the link mechanic in Yu-Gi-Oh with the arrows. His cards have that. And you can make your opponent's side's zones your own by playing a card and having one of their arrows point to it.
Huh. I was
And
just
it's
thinking
kinda-
when you were about to get back on because I was thinking, who the hell takes a
I'm
30-minute
alive.
shower?
And yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he really has that many subscribers at all. But
What's his name?
I'm trying to look for it right now.
Did the podcast?
But I think his game idea is really interesting. No, the podcast did not end. We're still-
Rikusu?
cool.
Cards at Home is saying Rikusu.
Ditz Kitten. PointBattlers TCG.
PointBattlers TCG?
Yeah, I'll send a link.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
I
totally
think
do
I
that.
was his first subscriber. Dude, I'm his only subscriber.
That's about to change. All right, let's get on this.
Yes. Let's get on this, my guy.
What I miss, if you don't mind.
We
me
missed
asking.
that you were hella ugly and that you smell like my feet.
I thought we were going to
Well,
not talk about that.
if-
Man. But like, uh-oh. What happened? No.
But yeah, if
There we go.
I could think, if I remember correctly, his game kind of works like that. You play cards onto your side of the field, and each card has like an arrow that if it points to a zone that your opponent has, you can then use that zone. So it kind of seems like a kind of game where field control, like field presence, is like very important.
Yeah, that could be a problem in the game.
You think so?
Well, yeah. Well, like if you have a bigger board than your opponent, then you automatically just kind of lose.
I mean, here's the thing though. Like it all depends on what he uses to sort of balance
PointBattlers.
that out.
I know this guy.
It really depends on how you sort of balance it all out. Really, like what cards to sort of like removal and stuff like that. Which is the thing in my. I'm sorry to talk about my own game, but I kind of worried about there being a problem with like having a big board, since triggers in my game can let you summon cards for free. So what I did was made triggers very low powered creatures and have a lot of removal specifically for very low powered creatures. So it really just all depends on what he does to balance it out.
So like what exactly does he do differently that makes him stand out to you, Mango? And like what do you think we can learn from him?
Honestly, what sort of stands out to me is that the whole how do I say? So his game reminds me of another game called Zillions of Enemies, or ZX, which is a Japanese exclusive card game. And the way that game works is like you have a grid, and you're able to summon cards, and you have a chance of like coming back. It's like a 3x3 grid. You summon cards onto it, and you share the grid, and you can end up having more cards on the grid than your opponent, but your opponent can play cards to sort of come back from it, take out all the enemies, like kind of like you know, like an army going on. You have the one guy who's alone, then he comes in, Madara Uchihas everybody, and then his people come on in, and that's sort of the thing. And that's what I kind of like, and I kind of want to see in games. And shut up. And his game kind of reminds me of that. I feel like you can sort of do something like that and makes it more exciting, where you can do crazy comebacks like that. Yeah. And I wish I kind of want to see that sort of a gameplay explored more in TCGs, because I don't really see it that much.
PointBattlers is now at 5 subscribers. Dude, that's great. Bro, thank you guys.
No problem.
Like everybody in the live stream, thank you so much. PointBattlers. I'm going to put him in the the description here. Sub to PointBattlers. There we are. Yeah, I think something that I really want to do with this podcast is like shout outs are important, I feel like. Well, there it is. That's the death of the...
I don't know what to do.
Are you okay?
No. I've just kind of been here, like a fly in the wall once more.
What is the original thing behind that card?
Oh, wait, what?
Like on the Carl image that you sent.
Oh, you mean the case of... Or...
Yeah. What's behind it? Like on the rock.
Oh, it's like a deific version of Shrek. Hold on. There you go.
I don't like that, dude.
There, you're welcome. You're welcome. It's good. It's so good. It's so good.
God bless. Oh,
America.
Man. Oh my gosh.
I don't really have anything to talk about. I'm kind of brain dead right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
what did I actually miss in the podcast?
Oh, dude, basically just Mozz talking about like, we did a great job, this and that. I don't think you didn't miss too much stuff because, I don't know, the whole thing is blended together, I guess.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. So
Sorry, I missed out. What I miss?
not
Sorry
lit-
about that, guys.
Literally nothing.
literally nothing except for like this glorious image.
Deific
what?
images of Shrek.
Just everybody on the oh my gosh, it's huge. Yeah, there we are. It's nice.
Well, that's dope, though. You guys sub to PointBattlers.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody, please support your community at any opportunity that you have. That's what we're all about, and that's what I like. Is I think the subscriber thing doesn't necessarily mean this is how big I am. I feel like I like to think of it as the people who have your back. Like they support you as a creator, as in like I don't know.
So
I
that's
guess
a
that's-
modern YouTuber.
I guess that's what like basically subscribers are, or at least the concept of what they should be. But it's kind of foreign now. Like we can go, whoa, subscribers are like people who just support you and want you to make good content, not just like a number that makes you popular. Like we shouldn't have to have that realization.
Like an Etha who goes online, like, you see how many followers I have? I'm better than you.
I believe it.
I'm going to be an Etha. Goodbye,
The
HTCG
coolest
Community.
kid in the block.
So yeah, there it is. The image is showing up on the podcast.
Has it?
Yeah. I think so. Let's. Yeah. There it is. It's moving. Yeah. There we are. There we are. Bada boom, bada bing, right there. Oh man.
That's beautiful.
Cool Kid wants to end this, so I think we'll ask one more question here, and then I think this is where we'll end it, guys. So
we ending the stream now?
Yeah, I think so. I've got work tomorrow.
Okay.
Actually,
have school
let's go
tomorrow.
for 12 more hours so he doesn't go to sleep.
That's true. But
Just like we told cards at home, sleep is for the weak.
sleep is for the weak. So,
But yeah.
Sin Mango, in one of our conversations, he was talking about like the legends of the community, and he was asking me who I thought the legends of the community were, and basically these titans, they just like create like who are just famous in the HTCG community to the point where they have an outreach. Like it's possible for somebody who's not even a part of the community to know about these people, like Chaos Galaxy or Scribbles with Rachel. One might argue people like Soaps or something like that. But I feel like, or at least this is just my humble opinion, I feel like their content is tapering off. Like cards, Chaos Galaxy isn't making videos like he used to, and Scribbles with Rachel, she was always just an art channel, and she's kind of going back to her roots a little bit, and I fully support it. And the same thing goes but I feel like with the vacuum, who do you think, who's your pick for like the next TCG Titan? Who do you feel like is going to be in place?
You.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Do
Love
not
yourself.
insult
Appreciate yourself.
do not insult the community like
Ashram
that.
Cross?
What?
I don't know. I think maybe Ashram Cross.
All right.
Bro, like maybe Cogs of War.
Yeah, Cogs of War.
Oh, hell yeah. Cogs of War?
Symphonite, yeah.
All right, so I want to turn...
I see. Oh, I'm sorry. Go.
No, it's okay. What are you going to say?
I was just gonna say, if you're familiar with the Smash Bros community, I kind of see it as cards at home, not as a legend, but more like a god slayer. He's the
Yeah.
Leffen.
Yeah.
He's the Leffen of
I
our
know
community.
exactly what you're talking about.
He's not a god, but he's a god slayer.
There's somebody I think is becoming a Titan, and that I want to point out.
Who is that?
There was this guy when I first started the community. When I first started in the community, there was this guy with like 17 subscribers that I found, and I started commenting and liking his videos and talking to him, and I told him that his game was gonna go places. That I felt like, oh, you've got an art style that people can latch onto. That it's really simple, kind of like Chaos Galaxies. It's all done in like Copic markers and colored pencil. Yeah. It's like, you know, like something that everybody can do. And I recently checked in on him. He's at 1.5k subscribers.
Wait, who is this?
Dimension Battles. There's a guy named Dimension Battles.
That sounds familiar. Could you give us a link if you can?
Oh, yeah. Here. So, he's been doing it almost the same amount of time as me. Like,
Oh my god, he has a lot of subs.
Yeah.
Your boy want to hit us up with some subscribers? Send it my way. No, I'm just
like as if he needs a shout out. But like, this is somebody that I was watching from like his beginning, like when he was producing like that like his let's see, let's go back to his old videos. He's made a lot of stuff. Whoa, his game's wow. He's just doing so much.
He seems to be very consistent too.
Yeah, he's
another thing though. Which is something I want to point out. Anyone who who watches or finds the podcast, if you are complaining about not having subscribers, how much work are you putting in?
Yeah, you need consistent uploads. And that's exactly what Dimension Battles did. No. This was something I wanted to make a video about Mr. Monster and shout Dimension Battles out. I was going to say something about that Dimension Battles had just gotten to 500 subscribers, and he had been at 200 subscribers at the time that you said that you wanted to get to 1,000 subscribers. And he had bumped 300 subscribers because he had been grinding and nonstop putting out content, and Mr. Monster didn't do anything. Of course he didn't get 500 subscribers, but Dimension Battles, he got 300 in that 3 months, and it was all because he nonstop grinded. He put out like 3 or 4 videos in that time. Like probably about like homemade TCG, earth, and grass types. That's when I started watching his content. That's when I found him. Like the 5th video he made, I think. That's when I started watching him. And wow. He's really progressed.
I can see that.
Dude. Yeah.
How interactive is he with his community? People who watch.
He's very interactive. Like every time I leave a comment on one of his videos, he always like gets back to me. He's like, "Wow, dude, it's been a while since you've commented on a video." Like, "Wow, yeah, dude, everything's been going pretty smooth, like this and that." Like, it's weird.
I want to be interactive with that, but my thing is like, how many people actually are going to, be interactive with me? But at the same time, I'm never really consistent with my work, so I can't really talk. I finally found that far-fetched evolution. It looks ugly.
What? I love him.
No. Just no.
Yeah, I mean, so
Guardians, dude, that was that guy who had a Pokemon-looking TCG that had Plants vs Zombies art style, right? Angels of Renaissance just asked about Guardians, and I think that's what he's talking about. There was a guy who kind of had this sort of Pokemon that it looked like it kind of played like Pokemon.
Yeah.
And the art style that he had was basically like Plants vs Zombies.
Was that Jetting?
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. Guardians. See like what's up with that. Guardian.
I'm pulling
Guardians
up
of the Galaxy.
Galaxy. Yeah. Whoa,
You found it?
dude, I've never heard of this person. Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
How do you say this guy's name? I'm typing it in wrong.
Guardians.
Guardians.
Oh, Garden Guardians. Oh,
Yeah. Whoa.
or
But
Guardian.
he hasn't
Guardians.
really uploaded at all in a while.
Oh yeah, I see.
No, in
now.
not 3 years. What the heck?
And
Bruh,
247 subs too.
they have such a cool art style. Wow.
Exactly.
It reminds me of the early 2000s.
It reminds
like
me of
that.
like the TCG
Oh, yeah.
community before like the Discord became like the main way to communicate, when like you were leaving
Yeah.
comments in people's videos and things like that. Dude, just reminds me of the people like who put effort into this stuff, and I feel like they're all people that we should like strive to be. It's just
Do you guys have any of your old like TCGs?
yes,
Just ask.
yes,
Dude,
do.
I never finished any of my old ones, but I still have like some of the cards.
Oh, I
have
never
a boot-
finished them either, but I still have
Pokemon?
the stuff.
Yeah, I have a bootleg Pokemon looking one, and I have one card from one of them. Actually, one card from one of them that kind of looked like I redrew the character from my game, but it was a dragon called Katana Dragon, and the game was kind of like what was it? It was kind of like a Vanguard, but it was mixed with Buddy Fight. But the thing is, Buddy Fight was never even a thing yet.
Yeah.
So yeah. And then I don't know. I know I had another one that was kind of based around different classes. So you had bard classes and kind of like that. It was like factions, but you can't mix the factions. And so you could play as a bard. You could play with wizards, or you could play with knights or something. But go on. I'm sorry. I feel like I interrupted you.
Who?
You
Me.
weren't you saying something?
Maybe. I don't know. Since when?
No. I don't know.
But do you have your like oldest TCG that you've ever made? Do you have your oldest one?
My oldest TCG.
Yeah.
Let's see. If I remember how it played, or if I have them lying around somewhere.
No, not lying around somewhere. Have you ever do you like remember what your first TCG was?
My first TCG was
make.
My first ever TCG was called Nova.
Huh.
And yeah, and it was kinda because I was heavily into Yu-Gi-Oh at the time. This was during Synchro era, so all of my art looked like they could be a part of the junk art type. I'm trying to remember exactly how that played. I don't really remember it that well. But I think it was kind of it was Yu-Gi-Oh, and it was Yu-Gi-Oh, but it had the evolution mechanic in Pokemon. And I can't really remember exactly how it really played.
Yeah.
But that's sort of how it was. It was Yu-Gi-Oh! The gameplay was very similar to Yu-Gi-Oh, but it had some Pokemon mechanics. So yeah.
I remember I could not remember my first TCG that I'd ever made. But then when I was packing to move from a house when I lived in Pennsylvania for a couple of years up in the mountains, I found this because everything from my first move when I lived in Texas to Pennsylvania for a couple of years came with us. But we had to sell like a lot of stuff from Pennsylvania to get back to Texas when we were like done with everything we were doing there. And I found these wads of paper from maybe when I was, and it was a huge blowback to just brain blast. Like, what am I trying to say? It was just nostalgic because I remembered making it when I was like 7, and my brother was in the hospital, and I would always that's when it started. I would make card games for him to play with me, like while he was in the hospital. And I found the first basically artifact that could date back to that, and it was cards that hadn't been cut out yet, and it was like a robot Santa and stuff like that, and it was for a card game called it was a bootleg Yu-Gi-Oh called You Gotta Go.
No. No.
You gotta go. And I think I gotta go too. So, all right. Thank you, everybody who's been listening to the podcast. I'm AlphaWookiee.
I'm Sin Mango.
And everybody else dipped. So,
Yeah.
we'll see you guys next time. Peace.
All right. Peace.